Well, so everyone, we welcome you here today to this program. And a welcome remarks will be done by few people. Today, we are glad to be here in Iowa under the leadership of President Myers and Myers administration. Before we go further, we ask our prayer warrior to lead us in our opening prayer. Miss Diana Clarke. One of the best sons.
I know, right? In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah, let's bow. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come before your throne tonight to plead mercy. Lord, we are not worthy to call your name. Your children are affected right before your throne. But let your mercy reign upon us. We are gathered together as family. Wherever discussion, we hand it up to you. You be the head, Lord, and we be the tail. We give you praise, Lord. We give you the honor. All praises belongs to you. Have your will in our midst, and let your will be done. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Y'all want to tell y'all hungry? Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Who got your money? Nobody. Okay. What we call the mayor of this.
We want to know who is on the microphone. Who is the MC for the night?
We already want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sure. This is Madam Edith Taina Poa. You know what Taina means, right? Taina means female warrior.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay, so y'all hold on yet. So,
Coming.
it coming. I can see my blessing coming.
It coming, man. It coming.
Okay, we ask our dear brother Eddie to please welcome us to his home. And then after that, we ask Mr. Waller too to welcome us to this chapter.
Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed and sustained. I am very happy to welcome you to Mr. and Mrs. Grey Water Capole House. This is the house of the Sapo people. And we welcome you guys here wholeheartedly. And we hope that in meeting our bow. The meeting that we are about to carry on will be in the interest of the Sapo people. Having said that, we get 2 bathrooms here. One is here and one is downstairs. But for the distinguished ladies, you can use my room and use the other bathroom in my room. That's VIP for all the beautiful Putu and Sapo ladies in the world. So you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome to this room. Feel free. This is your home. Thank you very much.
That's our Secretary of Iowa chapter, Mr. Waller.
Good evening, Madam President. I want to say hello and good evening to USAA, United States of America. I want to welcome you to the state of Iowa on behalf of the USAA Iowa chapter. We say you are wholeheartedly welcome. Feel free. We are your people. You are, the gateway is open. Anytime you can come and go. This place is your home. On behalf of Iowa chapter, once again. Once again. It's the general himself. I'm here. Once again, you are welcome to Iowa.
Thank you,
water
General.
there.
General.
You know when the General tell you come, you gotta be strong.
Yes.
You're strong, General. Okay, so now we'll start with self-introduction. And you're gonna call your name and tell exactly where you're from. So let me start with this beautiful lady. Lady in red.
Hannah Mane from North Dakota chapter.
Well, the second lady.
Oh yes, I'm the VP wife, the National Vice President wife, Mr. Mane. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, my name is Victoria Williams from Iowa.
A little stand because I'm a short man. My name is Otello Joshua Koro, the president of North Dakota, the great chapter.
Good evening. My name is Usaa, former chairman of the board of directors, USAA. I'm here to work with you to move the union forward.
What chapter are you from?
As I stated, I'm from the Delaware Valley chapter of USAA.
Good evening, everyone else. Madam President, Vice President, good evening. My name is Abel Morris. I'm the Vice President of the chapter in Iowa, United Sapper Association.
Jackson Williams, the king for the union, and the king, the secretary for North Dakota chapter.
Good evening, everyone. Once again, we are welcome in the Corn City, the city that the American government, when they come in, they win. Any politician that come here, they win. So by you being here to yesterday and up to now, it means you are the winner already.
We'll call your name and your position.
Like I said, I'm Philomena Bigley, the cheerleader for 12 years in the state of Iowa for Liberian community, honor 8 presidents for different counties, and for ULA 5 years, honor 3 presidents. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is William Tibasi Mane. I'm from North Dakota. I was a board member, but when my community looked into some aspect of activities within the chapter, they called upon me to move forward. So now I'll be elected as a vice president of the National Association, the Sapo Natural Association of America. Thank you.
I think we're going to skip the president for now and go to the queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Queen Diana Carla Williams.
Wow.
And I'm the national queen for the USA of America.
Good Ranger.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mr. Mandible. You can call me Maya or you can call me Kiba. I'm from the state of Texas. Also, our chapter will be hopefully represented in the next convention. It will be held in North Dakota. And also, I am the chairman of membership committee. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
My name is Obaku Thomas Yuma. I'm a former president of the union and president board member. But tonight I'm representing my chapter president, Mr. Sampson Brown. So from Florida. The Florida chapter deemed it necessary that When the president said she was traveling here, you know, I told my president, I said, I have to be on a trip. So tonight, here I am. And we want to thank everybody for coming. Madam President, we want to thank you, and we can assure you that Florida is fully behind you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Doris Omita Kofa for the North Dakota chapter. My post is Election Commission. Thank you.
Good evening to everybody. My name is Isaiah Clarke Sr. I am the senior advisor for the Union, National USAA, the organization within the United States of America. I am the senior advisor for everybody, both here in America and in Liberia. If any issue concerning the community, our people can call upon me so that we can probe into it to the fullest so that we can resolve it according to the understanding of our community. God bless you, Brother Mani.
In Jesus' name. Amen. My name is Miss Diana Jelukai from the Delaware Valley chapter, and I am the people say prayer warrior. Yes, that's me. No, I'm not national, I'm local for the Delaware Valley chapter. May God bless you. I am the prayer warrior.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Velma Smith, ma'am. You don't call me, you guys forgot my Marlin name. Okay. So I'm the Marlin cheerleader of the United Support Association in America.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ernest Kubia Fali Sr. I'm the current financial secretary, National Current Financial Secretary, USA, and I hail from the Twin Cities, Minnesota.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is J. Kidewi Alexander Tote.
Nobody.
I hail from the More Conservative State, Minnesota. I'm the National Chairman for Publicity. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Patient Rhea Roberts, the VP for North Dakota, and I'm
the wife.
The wife.
So, let follow the carry around, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Tony Gidos. I'm Tony Gidos, so I'm an advisor for Iowa champions. And this is my president, Paul. So my name is Anthony. I live here in Iowa.
Okay. Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm Paul Kuyasedi. I'm the president for Iowa chapter, Kutapulebo. And I would like to say welcome to everyone. This is our time, and we welcome you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My God.
My name is Orita Davis from Putuapuriabo. I'm a visitor to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nimwari Davis Ozebo.
Good evening again once more. This is Franklin Tuniwalo, USAA member, and also Iowa chapter general secretary.
Give it to her. Yeah, the lady, yeah.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Helena Jatuko. Putuapurebo, Iowa chapter point.
Okay.
National system.
All right. it's a lady right there. What I can't pop out home.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Agnes. Went to Franklin, and I'm just a visitor today.
And you're a member of our virtual the father is the secretary.
Okay.
How many no generally?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Grace Weather. Knowing as Sabo, you know, I'm the host.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. This is my beautiful woman I just spoke. You're right. I am the host for the whole meeting here. You're welcome.
You don't call your name.
Erika Pole.
Okay, thank you. You want me to introduce myself too?
Yes.
Yo, the people hear my voice.
Yeah, let me go back.
Well, do a self-introduction. Yeah, self-introduction. Just introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, I'm Andy Bole, the chapter vice president for the Iowa chapter. That's the media. Mr. Bole, chapter vice president.
Pudu or Sabo or Sabo?
Pudu or Pudu, Iowa chapter.
No, Pudu, a member of the Sapo community.
Somebody follow.
So, y'all get into the lady. Y'all introduce yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is Susanna Wa, Mr. Bole wife.
Okay.
Wife to be.
Okay.
All right, so I'm a commercial man, so I have to do commercial for before I introduce myself. I want you to please subscribe to my Facebook page, and the name of Facebook is Dark. You know, Dark is Dark Man, right? When we're young, you know what I'm saying? But I just added E, so it's Dark Sayopo there. Esoteric. That's my name on Facebook. Personally, like officially, my name is Madison Freeman, and I want you to subscribe to my YouTube page as well. My name on YouTube is Madison Freeman. All right. I am the national amanuense. It's an offensive word for Secretary General.
Encyclopedia.
Okay.
Basi? Satya.
That's it. Thank you so much.
No. What? The secretary? Want to break it down.
What? That's what you have to do right now. That's it. You can follow me. My voice is Sino. I'm the host of the show. Follow us. You have a lot of stuff, breaking news if you want to get out. So let me get the microphone to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Secretary, you're just going to bring the president to introduce us?
No, you're doing the job.
So we have our president. So just do the same thing we did. Madam President, introduce yourself to your people.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Madam President.
My name is Francess Clarke Myers. I'm the national president, USAA. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay. This chapter has a tradition. You can't come here without the national cheerleading. You know when cheerleaders see cheerleader, what? Ah! When cheerleader come on, let's see you smoke. You see that?
This is a moment.
Our cheerleader said before anything can happen, she has to speak before. So, she's ready.
I'm just saying. Oh,
You just flow.
I need you.
Right? Microphone, please.
Mr. Paul Sally. Mr. Sally.
And for the people, and for the Facebook people.
Yeah, my The president of the United Support Association in the state of Iowa. The second lady of the people are portable. The first lady is not here. Second lady, please join me. The vice president, please join me. Orita Nire. The people from John the Veteran, Mr. Malek. When I say all the Iowa people, then you say sitting down. Are you guys not from Iowa? Grace, I want to take the time to say thank you. Wow, I put a chairman here. My husband. Take time before they came to the hospital.
Oh yeah, my president here. Nobody will not help me. My president.
You know we got tradition in the state of Iowa. After the minute big land, I don't want to draw the tradition. That's why I got a cocktail. The cocktail here, and I'm crown people give it to me. Either grandchildren people, or Sapo people, or Nimabo, because these are the crown people. But they in different county. That's why they get different needs. But the county have been given to me in California. By my Gami, she from Lofa. My Fanta, she from county. And Masu, she from Nima. I won the county for the cheerleader competition 2011. So that's why, after being cheerleader in the state of Georgia, when I got here 2003, my first leadership is the naval development in the Americas. I won the cheerleader job after my 3 months in the US. Then I was a queen at the same time for naval development. Then after 1 year, I became a cheerleader for the state of Georgia for the Liberian community. Then I stayed there. I moved to Illinois. Then I became a Liberian cheerleader again. Then when I moved in the state of Iowa, since 2010, I've been a cheerleader for the Liberian community. Wow. Then 2012, I became a Usaa cheerleader when I did the first fundraising for the dual citizenship that you know that extend today, which the application went through its own money. I the one started it. I knew it.
You sure?
Today, can I get my name? Because of the travel lessons still existing in our community, but let's forget about that now.
Yeah, come back.
So now I would like to welcome you, Mr. Abel and Mr. Paul Sally and the Vice President, Mr. Bode, and all my Iowa men and women, and Mr. Manu. Grace, whether you and your husband, I want to say thank you. I'm a powerful man. I gave you one suit, but I'll not be tonight. Because when you day here, I want for Liberian men to learn from you. When you so well with your girlfriend or with your beautiful wife, I want them to introduce them first before you talk. And when your husband forget or your spouse forget to introduce you, introduce them, Queen. I appreciate it so much. This is your Queen Charming. And you say, that's my husband right there. I like that. Yeah, I will give you a gift tonight. Any program or any organizations or association, Mr. Obaku, you are a powerful man. If you see me dancing with somebody, it's my duty because I'm the celebrity. I don't want running the Any person to work with me. But it doesn't mean that I want a relationship. Regardless, I'm single very much, but I take care of my repetition. Repetition of business is your practice. I engage you tonight. You will be the first person that coming to eat us. Why you are?
Not joking.
Someone let us know. On behalf of the Liberian community, on Mr. Vareku Kabo and Curtis Dolly, which they on their way to come, and all the county leaders from Grand Gila to Lima, from Lima to Lofa, from Lofa to Bon County, from Bon County to Grand Basso, to Riverside. You just name them. They are not here tonight. I represent them in the union. I endorse you with a wonderful county. Yes, I gave you the county as a woman. Behind a president is a strong cheerleader.
Okay.
All the presidents have been leading from Georgia all the way. Yeah. I the one making it to be strong. Yeah. So you the one will make this president. When you fail, she will fail.
All right.
So now as I'm giving you the county, let her be respect. Respect him as you respect all your men and women that honor you. Make sure in your face. Make sure in your organization. DJ, please. Make sure that nobody should buy boy anybody. Nobody should take their friend boyfriend because that's the strong one. Is when you take somebody's husband.
Yes.
Or when you take somebody's wife.
Yes.
And the second thing is investment.
Yeah.
After that, be clear, I against investment. That's why you see me, I got win every organization.
Thank you.
Because investment is the key that can break the organization down and love it. When y'all get a 2 click. No way. A lot of organizations break down today in the year in the diaspora, but I'm still strong. People think that I got something. No. The power I get, as much that I'm single with 8 children, my repetition is there. Don't get me wrong, I got all pass. I'm not perfect, but I don't step on my friend's shoe. No. Because I'm a very jealous woman. And that's my whole thing. So please, I want you to
She making sense. She making sense. Y'all listen.
That they said that the cheerleader husband. Oh, then when I say with the cheerleader, no, that's not my repetition up to this time. Check my record. Tonight, I gave you. I go all the way to California. I gave you the hit. When the woman of God, our chaplain who prayed last night, when I ate her today, she said the chin I wore this afternoon before I came here because I'm not eating. It was a big cross. And then she said, I like it. And I said, you are a woman of God. So what I did, you know, I got extra flight that can take me 1 minute to California. you just got your own person.
Hallelujah. Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
The cheerleader there. That's a recent one. Very interesting lady there. Very interesting lady. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Mitch I'm breaking news here.
I want you to focus. I want you to know the queen is important in the organization. Yes. You are next to the, very important. To the cheerleader. So when you feel awesome, all your men and women will be frustrated. My Eula queen, she's queen of Eula. Queen of the Labron community, queen of Ebola, queen of African empowerment. Listen up. Because we want all the Kenya people, 2012, when Obama brought the minister for Kenya, my community won. So my queen, she alone got 5 tattoos, but she's too powerful. Queen thing is not but beauty. Nobody can make human being like you. I know, right? But it's what you do. So tonight, for you to accept the unique position, I gave this suit for you and your
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of breaking news. She's not done yet, though. She's just warming up.
Then I said the yellow woman. The yellow girl.
The election commission.
Are you here? Thank you for the unique organization for making stand. We gave you the yellow light. We said that the president's wife are not equal. Please come on. Let me tell you, Zaya Pore. I come here. Zaya Pore. You have not seen me before. I come here. That's why I can do it. It's not only young. I can do it to even American people, even to governor. They say beyond a strong man is a beyond a successful woman is a strong man. Thank you for the North Dakota chapter. My big brother, my uncle Ruth, but yesterday he's the chairman that is a Yabo man. To show to you, yeah. So tonight we let to welcome you, unique people. Thank you so much for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, you get a lot of breaking news here from Iowa, the cheerleading.
Madam President. She tired with my hair. Yo, what is she? Okay, so the woman she's coming, but the powerful man is here. Your wife, she the one making. When she not agree, you cannot be vice president for the unique organization. So tonight, as you got your powerful brother who just came in my community, who want to take over now. Beautiful. And I want every man to learn that. Anything that you wait, whether that one day cherish it like men, learn how to know love. Because I'm a woman, I like to cherish. Thank you for letting me welcome. Then I go, Madam President, you and your cheerleader and your VP, please call all your men. I want every one of them to find their success.
I'm blessed. What size is that?
That's 10.
What's the yellow one? This size.
That was small. That was you.
What?
They say you.
That 10?
I don't know.
Doing 9 and a half.
That one is 10.
Yeah.
But keep it will say you again strong.
Ladies on fire here. What size is that? 12. What size you got? 9 and a half. Hold on.
You can watch it?
Yeah, I know that. But I got one already.
What size you gonna wear? What size you gonna wear?
Mr. Saya put it.
Yeah.
Saya put it. Me one now.
Oh, all right.
Please call the president.
Ladies and gentlemen, get a serious in here. Chair lady of Usaa is shutting down the building. She's shutting down the building here tonight. She's practically giving everybody gifts in here.
Mr. Vice President, can we deal with the president now? Please come.
It's now that she has taken care of everybody else, she is about to give a present to the national president.
Can we bring a chair here for the president?
We need a chair in the middle.
You focusing?
Yeah, I got you. Guys, let's finish with the lady, please. Yeah. Let's get so we can start a meeting. Please, guys, we are not done yet.
Mr. Seri,
yeah.
as a mother of the year,
yes,
and you are in my community, you and Mr. Abraham, you are married.
What may I do some pictures too?
I gave you
Please,
this
for the
gun
president.
to welcome your national president for the United Support Association and your vice president in the state of Iowa, as our tradition demands.
Jesus.
Wow.
Traditional.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Iowa is not easy.
This is scintillating
Madam President,
African.
Mr. Paul Seli for the people of Colabo, Mr. Evo, and Mr. Balumane, all the Iowa people we are our ambassador for the United Support Association in the state of Iowa and the people of Colabo. We welcome you and we say that may Almighty God bless you and continue in the Iowa people, the president. In Jesus' name.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Myers has practically shut down Iowa. As you can see right now. and gentlemen, this is the national chair lady of Usaa.
I'm the president, man.
She practically giving everyone the president in the building, including the president. The president right now. All right, so you see now they're putting on the gown on the president. This elegant gown here from the cheerleader of Usaa, Miss Philomena, very benevolent lady. She's practically giving everybody something in here. The lady in the red here. Great lady, as you can see, it's a ground that is holy for the union. It's a holy ground for the union. And nobody begs on here. Nobody begs on here anymore. That's the way it is. Will tell the global community that the constitution of the union is a reality. We are turning the United States one organization. So for the father will have a disagreement doesn't mean it's anybody. And so the people say, no, that is not how we're supposed to be. All the leaders, the Usaa president here from the chapter and the outgoing former president will all here to be shortly as well to be part of this great meeting that is on the way right now. After this American music president of the meeting is about to resume. Elegant, that was magnanimous on the part of the chair lady of Usaa. We can see why she held that position for such a long time. She's a wonderful lady. There's a reason why this lady is wonderful, fantastic lady. She practically gave everyone a present. We want to say thank you so much. Philomena B. Glenn. That's a great lady. You know the Glenn, one of the guys that went to space first, right? And so he had to do a photo shoot with the president. As you can see, she got this elegant dress of gown from the National Cheerleading Union of Liberian Association in the Americas. The cheerleading forever on challenge because of what she's doing. All right. And somebody say long live Madam President of Francess. Long live, indeed. The Facebook now will be inundated with pictures, as you can see.
Yes. I am the army woman of the Lord.
Right there, cheerleading, Marjorie Smith, mine. She got a serious cow tail from the powerful cow tail. This is unprecedented. This is unprecedented in the history of the year. This is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. The Usaa cheerleading, Philomena Glenn, she just gave USA national cheerleading this powerful cow tail. We don't know why it means Afrocentrically, but we just leave it as is. She has one as well. Yeah. So you see. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're ready.
Pictures are beautiful, man.
MC, you may hold your microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hear from the president and the team, as well as the local chapter leaders here. They will be making a case. They will be giving a comprehensive update here to the president and her entourage. And so you got to give us your undivided attention.
Okay.
We are turning the microphone over to the national coordinator, Idapoa, who is the MC. And so the next voice you'll be hearing is the melodious voice of the coordinator right here.
Thank you, Mr. SG.
You're welcome.
The happiness took my voice.
Bring some
Charlie, let's see, Charlie.
I'm on the table right now.
What? Now we know why you have decided for how many years on the check? So many years.
Umpteen years.
Don't we have your seats in that start? All protocols to be observed. We are happy to have you all here. And the reason we travel from all over to come to Iowa is to meet with the Iowans. Because we know
you know book.
The president of this union, President Clarke, and her able vice president, Mr. Manning, they said we have to go to Iowa to meet our people. It's very important to hear about a leader, but at least to see the leader face to face, not on the phone and just hearing, the leader name. So we are over here today just to meet with you all. We brought a very huge number, powerful number, to come and meet with you. 6 people from Philadelphia, 2 from Minnesota. We have 7 from North Dakota. 8. Florida. So, Texas. We have a lot of people here tonight. And the reason is, we have to change the style of this community. We have to take things serious. It is not about doing the same thing over and over and expect the same result. It is about time for us to hold our leaders accountable for their actions. When you have elections and you go to the poll to elect your candidate of choice, you believe in them. You didn't just cast your ballot or you didn't waste your time because you have time to be wasted and you don't care about yourself. You believe in what that person said. So whatever the person say, you have to hold them accountable. President Clarke Meyer and Mr. William Manning, they said, when we are elected, we will conduct this union. Connection is starting from Minnesota, Iowa, North Dakota, Florida, PA, which is Pennsylvania. We have Carolina. And in fact, when we say PA, we'll talk about the Delaware Valley chapter.
Yeah.
So the team is now doing Midwest tour. And of course, the able VP, he said, "I'm the president, I will bring my people to Iowa." I live in North Dakota. We will do that at a later time, but that goes to Iowa. So our able VP and the president of North Dakota, President Colo, and all his people, they brought about 7 people from there to meet with you guys today. That's one of the promises they made, to tell you guys we will reach out to our members. Regardless of what the situation is, we want you to think that it's very important today, and for me, just me, to be here today. You know, there are a lot of things that I let go. My cousin, she just came from the hospital. She told her son, said, "I want to eat cream of wheat in Maryland." He wanted to go buy cream of wheat on his way back. He ran under the truck and he passed. His funeral is today. Prior to this funeral, I already was scheduled to be here. I was faced with what it is to do. Iowa is in problem. My sister's son is gone. We have other issues around us. My grandfather is to be buried next month. I'm just giving you guys just either poor problem. Imagine every one of us here leaving our, problems to come here. So much money. Look, their house alone. Grace and her husband. We came here since this morning. The food still here. Drinks still here. Iowans didn't have to do what they are doing. Clarke that's here. The men that were supposed to be with us. Why watch and hear his training doing entertainment time? He dropped dead. In this very chapter, you guys are faced with problems. Clarke is here not because he doesn't care, not because he does not want to be with his wife at this point in time, but this man indeed is a leader. Leader does not do things that that any other person would just do. You got to lead by example. When it's so hard to swallow, you got to be able to swallow whatever it is. Today, this seemed very precedent. During the heat of everything, her father expired. She did not relax. She did whatever she had to do for the sake of her people.
You're more paying attention in school.
So my people, for people who don't know me, I will not stop. Because when God gives you a gift, and my gift is to be able to give back to humanity.
Okay.
I'm a born philanthropist person. So I have to do what is right for my people. And when you are born with a gift to give back, you forget yourself.
Yes.
And when you forget yourself and you see people doing things that are not, things that are not right, you step in the zone and say, there is no way you can pass. I am the dead end.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will not pass. Turn around and start all over and meet me again until you do the right thing.
Okay.
There come.
No rule.
This is where we come from. We are here. No matter what the situation is, my people, please do what is right. People are hungry today. Okay? When my little cousin died in Maryland when he ran under the truck, police were there. They took him. They called his parents. They called police to investigate everything. They called the coroner to take his body to find out what happened. In Liberia, it's not the same. A pregnant woman will be on the bike. When you go low, she tried to find hospital, no way she died. I went to Liberia, I could not even finish my own meal. Because people that came around, some of them, you see how bad it is. You gotta take your own food and give it. And when we are here, and we tell people, say we are organizing ourselves to help, we have to do what is right. So the Iowans, we here today to meet with y'all so we can be able to hear from you guys, but y'all will hear from everyone else. I'm just giving you guys, you know, a little idea why we're here. Don't hold back. Your views are important. Say what you have to say respectfully, and we will be able to answer whatever questions you have. Again, I pause and let's listen to our people. So let me start with people that we have today. We have our dynamic former president, national president, Mr. Obako Yinra, from Florida. He didn't have to be here, but he's here. And this leadership is telling you guys we are here for business. We will work with former leaders. We will work with the board. He's representing the board. When we move, the board move just like that, side by side. When it's good, it's the board and the administration. When it's bad, it's the board and the administration. We are in this to produce outcome. We will leave our example.
Thank you.
So please give it up to our board members. Our membership committee chair, this man. When they say money can drop, he can drop it. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Then when they finish dropping your money, when you ask, you say, what you do with my money, then use best. When you get best, then you bother with a dead end and come back. That's what we have, Mr. Mundable. Okay. The membership committee chair person. When you have issues, problem, come to this man. He will help you out. And we are trying to engage everyone. He's from the state of Texas. So we have all our people here from Minnesota. Chief, Polly, you know what I'm gonna stand next to me now? See you from the airport. Then they've been a financial man, you. Our dear brother, he one of the people in our organization that can drop it like a hat. It doesn't mean he's rich, but he, you know, when you have to do whatever it is, he's like, okay, I will do what I have to do. He's from Texas. He's from Minnesota. He's the National Financial Secretary. Thank you, sir, for coming. Mr. Toy.
Tote, the great man Tote.
The man that will let you know when you do good or bad will be all over the place. What's your title, sir? The chief one?
The chief publicity chairman for the publicity.
You hear it?
Yeah.
So, thank you, sir, for coming. Since we got here yesterday, these people been with us. They took time off their busy schedule to be here with us. Thank you, Chief. We appreciate you. When we look around, the woman that changed the whole style when it comes to Queen, me as kid, I'm a first to join her. Amen. I didn't want you to think of Queen style because I know. The crowd is just sitting there in North Dakota. Who will be fire from there? Then when you want to try the man can come and the king. You can be the queen and the king come again. But let me tell you guys something. This lady was never part of the union. Her very first time in the union, she decided to make a difference.
Oh, yes.
13,000 of her money. Under the leadership of President Cooler. Yep. Delaware Valley had Manimo. First of all, we had a program in Delaware Valley. So for someone to come your own horse, that's different thing. Iowa chapter, new chapter, small chapter, few handful of people, they came in our town. Manimo.
The flog on there.
There's a big God. We got Delaware. We have other people that came in and took the money. Right in our own hometown. Yes. It won't be business. Then when she finished giving her money, then she has to know what happened to her money. Yes. Okay? Please meet our queen. Our national queen. from North Dakota. They put in a small, but I know Iowa State.
North Dakota Queen National.
Oh, she still wanted North Dakota too. They can't take it from her.
Nobody want to take it.
Let's hear any styrofoam. Of course, we have our VP that I already told you about. Our powerful VP is from North Dakota too. 7 people they put in brought. So, Mr. President, show yourself again. He brought. He's here. When the people that came yesterday, it was bad weather. We were so worried. And Mr. Kula brought all his people with him. Thank you, sir. Chief? Our first lady? Or second? No, that first and second. Wow. Man will give you our lapa. You saw it? Yes. So the thing here, you inside a boo-boo. So this is our VP wife. Man, thank you to every successful man that's a strong and energetic woman.
Yes. My name is Anna Gibson Manning.
Okay, Hannah Gibson Manning. Powerful lady. The election commission, I'm coming for that kick. Okay. Our sweet lady who took care of the election. And my dear, thank you so much for everything. Please repeat your name to those people again.
My name is Doris Orita Kofa.
The lady, the iron lady. You want to win election, you gotta pass through her.
Yes, pay your money.
She can't cheat though.
Then we come to the king stuff. Y'all see the king? Yeah. So the other men, y'all want to be king too?
Y'all want to be king too?
No, y'all listen to the men. Y'all want to be king too, what happened?
We can take the kingship.
Okay. So the man is go ahead and
Jackson Williams.
okay. Nobody will tell the title to the man. The man say gang. Y'all can make it. Then we got the VP here, but he's like, his wife is here.
Okay.
Spirit. Strong lady is here too. But we'll give her a lapa anyway. Thank you so much for coming. The weather was so bad yesterday, we were afraid. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Of course. So she's from North Dakota again. Mr. Usaa Savage. The most talked about guy.
The doyen is in the building. The doyen is in the building.
He said, I'm a leader and I will do what is right to help our people.
Yes.
You like it or not, it's the right thing must be done. Thank you so much.
We have to make corrections. People make investment to save life. And you want to flip your shoulders, you got to erect the checkpoint.
So we have everybody, our national chair lady. Put us in the also we can see you, Mom.
Up up now.
Okay, so that's it. All these people. Y'all please listen here. Our secretary too, he's one of the people that came to your chapter. I'm just showing you all the people, our visitor that came with us on this trip. So, of course, Dag Sai Apode.
That's what Terry, understood by the chosen few.
And I'm one of the few.
Yeah.
So, all right. Did I leave anybody out?
Yes, you did.
The prayer warrior. I told him, oh, but you give me a gift to put in the Sunday prayer warrior. I bet you have before you got report me to Jesus.
Yeah. That's serious to you. That's serious problem for you.
She's from Pennsylvania too.
Yes.
Strong lady and y'all know her. Okay. So the other people we brought with us here in your chapter. Again, before I turn the mic over to listen to you all.
And yourself.
Oh yes, I came from Delaware Valley chapter, but I wasn't ready to that Black Queen contest. Mother Chair Lady, thank you so much. Amen. Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul.
We salute you.
Please.
Thank you, National Chair Lady. We look at you to be with us here. You are not with the people now, you are with us on the national level. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, Madam President, these are your people that came with us. Everyone okay. People are doing wonderful. And the chapter, Iowa people, they are ready for us. So that's pretty much so we'll listen to what the people have to say. And, you know, we already basically...
What's the agenda?
The agenda.
Your phone right there.
So the next item on the agenda is to listen to anyone that came with the team, if you have anything to say before the Iowans can come in.
Oh, yeah,
Any speaker. Anyone that came with us?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
you have anything to say? Who?
That's the airport.
Okay.
We have a time deficit right now, and so we'll go straight into it. I want to say thanks to the host, a beautiful couple. Thank you so much for opening your doors to us. We want to say thanks as well to the leadership of the chapter. I just want to be very brief. And I think for me, the word leadership is very important to me. Because based on my little reading, what be an organization, be a country, nothing progresses without leadership. Your country can go to be dualistic if you don't mind, okay? So your country can either go backwards or it go forward, depending on the kind of leadership you have. And so I place emphasis on leadership. Who is in power? And what is the person doing for the people? Because democracy, I don't want to go into all the political theory here, but democracy will subscribe to democracy. And democracy basically is the will of the people. The people give you the authority. Before then, it was maybe, like you say, aristocracy, who is the best, we can go to oligarchy, the powerful, no. So we are saying, we are giving our authority to the people because all of us, we cannot lead at the same time. So somebody got to lead us. So it is in that vein that the people of the United Sapphire Association in the Americas, they catapulted Madam Francess Clarke to the leadership. After the former president, Mr. Gio, time shall have expired. And so I'm happy to be part of this team. And the reason I'm happy is because of another word called accountability. If you are a leader, you have to be accountable to the people. After you shall have been accountable to yourself. Because what you do is what will motivate the people to follow you or to mimic you. And so I have worked with President Myers for a while, and she's somebody who is honorable, and I can use that word to describe her because she does not mess with people's property. She gives account of everything that she does. So that's why I'm on board. I will tell you for sure, I have my platform when I leave the ambient of the Sapphire Association. When I get on Voice of Sino, I'm working in my own capacity. All right? So I will address the issue the way I see the word. And it is predicated upon you to give me your view. I have no issue with that. I have thick skin. You can curse my mom, you can curse my pa. I got my position, and I will not curse you back. All I will tell you is to give me your view. My view, I'll give it to you. And so, the union, there is an issue. I will tell you, I'll be straightforward here. There's the issue of corruption in the union. And maybe when I'm sent to the grave, I'll be quiet. We have to do something about corruption in our organization, because the success of Liberia is predicated upon what we, the different many organizations, what we do. Because we cannot vilify or criticize the national leaders, and you yourself, you are not doing things right. So what moral position are you in to criticize the national leaders? So it is from that perspective that I think I'll be holding myself accountable. And I ask all of you here to also hold me accountable for what I do. There is no sacred cow. And so the issue of corruption in the United Sapota Association, if everybody can go away, I will still be on it. I'm very, very stubborn. That's why I don't get beyond something easily. Okay? So if you follow my show, I say certain things consistently. Because I'm not one of the guys that will get on something because people like novelty, new thing. You come to the team today, the next day you go to the thing. I will repeat it ad nauseam until you get vexed or you get angry, you get sick with it. My purpose is for us to deal with that thing. A solution to the problem. So we have gone to court because of corruption, and I'm hearing stories, which I think we'll go into later on today. But the story I heard, it's not compelling to me. And I think we have to push it, because somebody cannot consume our resources. And we are saying, you know what? Let's go to the drawing board and compensate you after you should have consumed the people's money. It's not right. And I will not condone that. You yank out $90,000 from the people's account. Somebody just said the coin alone of almost $14,000. You took the money, and then on top of that, you go to the table of negotiation, and you are telling the people, you told your Somali lawyer, and you deducted $28,000 from the $90,000 that you embezzled. Let me not use that word embezzle. I mean, it's too fancy. You stole from the people, okay? And then you reported $61,000. Yet, you are demanding that the $61,000 should be bisected. It should be divided into two. And I can't take that. And so if everybody don't want to say, you know what, the guys here likes confusion, I'm okay with that. Because the last time I checked, Gandhi stood by the people. Yeah. The last time I checked, Nelson Mandela stood by the people. The last time I checked, Rosa Parks stood by the people. She said, I'm not going to leave this seat alone. Yeah. And that's how leaders go. You have to be angry. That's one thing you have to do as a leader. Anger is one of the things that makes you a leader. If you are not angry, if Dr. King and those guys were fighting in the country, they were not happy. Something was fundamentally wrong in the system. And they said, we have to confront this thing. And that's how Dr. King came to prominence in the country. And so we are here to free the United Sapota Association from every vice that you can think of. That being said, we got other speakers there. I'll stop there for now.
So we're listening to our chairman,
I got my coat over there. You wear
Usaa.
You want me to go coat to you?
Again, good evening. We are here with you to provide information. We are members of the union, and we believe that we should work following the Constitution that we prepare and promise to live by. As a person, I'm not against anybody. I encourage us to follow the rules. We are here today to visit you, to hear your concern. Don't look at our faces and be afraid to tell us if we are doing the wrong thing. We encourage all of you to put the cards on the table. I serve as chairman of the board of directors, and under my watch, we have this problem. And the board decided to erect a checkpoint to stop it. People will not work hard. Some of you came from work. You don't have time to sleep for 2 minutes. You follow us. You brought your money. You cook food for us. You've been very generous. Then we come and slap you in the face. That's bad. Again, we will make sure we make correction. We are not perfect. But when they give you the job to do it to the best of your ability. We encourage all of you to take your time, listen to the information that we provide, and make your own decision. We are not encouraging you because we are here with you, then you just follow us blindly. If we are wrong, tell us. United Sabo Association in America is in crisis. You are trying to work with us. Be brave to tell us if we came to this place the wrong time. If you believe we are here to make corrections, follow us. We want to hear from you. We've been hearing information that there's disagreement around here. You have to tell us for us to know. We are telling you that the national body has a problem, which of course you are aware of. We are in court. We are on a mediation table. We express our concerns. By Wednesday, probably, the decision will be made. We are with our president. What is going on is not about her, but we're trying to drag her into the process. It is USA versus Green Gideon, Andrew Usaa, Darius Moen, and Otika Swan. It's not USA against another USAA. So let's get it straight. People that took the union money, we are after them. Let's get it clear. There is no second USAA. We have only one union. People will feel the union took our money. They want to show that they have power. The case in court is not USA versus USAA. USAA versus Green Gideon, who took our money. People from Iowa, they have money in it. You make contribution. Forget about whether I'm your friend, I'm your brother, but let's go to the fact. If we are wrong, tell us tonight to make sure that we secure your money. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank everybody again. We all know we have problems in the union, and you know, to every coin there are two sides, and I understand the other people on the side, on our side, came here and explained to you whether they gave you the correct information. I don't know, but it's necessary before I personally, before I go into anything, I like to know the facts. But sometimes people bury the facts so that their case will suit them. Just that two people may play, all right? If you ask them to explain, the other person will explain good thing. When they're talking, sorry, they make their voice soft. But when they're quoting the other person, then they raise their voice for you to feel that the other person is wrong. But you got to know the facts. The issue in the organization is money. People are taking money before, and they say, well, you're leaving. You're leaving. And that's what is going on now. People went into our account, took money. We took them to court. Other people calling. We will take the case from court, and we landed to what they call mediation. Mediation too is a compromising position. It means that the judge will not make a decision. But we all give and take.
Because other people say, well, Sapo man can't care Sapo man. I mean, Sapo man can't be the cause for the other Sapo man to go to jail. When the people take the money, they didn't talk to the people that take the money from the bank. But we who taking action, and we the one everybody calling every night. People call me, you know, you can't be here, and this thing happened, and blah, blah, blah. It's true. But like he said, we got to start from somewhere. We got to start from somewhere. Because if the money that we collected is not for one person, they themselves too have money in it. But if something happens, you can't just go to the account and take the money because you have access to the account. That's wrong. Is it so?
Okay.
Okay.
The thing that made Rato fear care, we don't know.
No, we don't know.
Because I can eat one for one. All the people too strong. Continue.
I love that.
All right. So that's a nice parable.
Yes.
So the rat got to eat one children. I mean, the cow got to eat one children.
Yes.
Then the rat will be afraid. Yeah. They say, well, the cow can eat one children. Then what's up for me? See, so what we're doing is that we want to set a precedent that every organization in the United States should follow. We all work, right? Go to work. If they give you a job, you got employment, they will tell you the first thing they do, they give you their policy, right? They show you, you come to work 8 o'clock.
Yes.
You clock in this time. You got 10-minute break in the morning, 10-minute break in the afternoon. You get 1 hour lunch. They will tell you all of that.
Yep.
Now, if you go against those things there, that means you got to be penalized. If it is grave, then they fire you. There's something they fire you for cause. And that is red. If you do something that warrant that, somebody you can't go to your office again. You can call the security and walk it out. Because of the weight of what you did. It's the same thing we're talking today. If somebody can just go to the account, you know it's not right. It is not. And you are the person that we trusted. You say, well, you will be the gatekeeper for our money. Then you go in the bank and just take the money. And you say, well, it's fine. That's not fine. So we want to make sure, or we already make the show, but, you know, Liberian people or our Sapo people, because we the Sapo people that always suffer too much because we're so lenient. Because of our culture. Even in our village, the thing that you string, you go there, they didn't know you. Nobody can do anything to you. As soon as you reach that man there, you're my attention. They didn't know you. You see, so people, they're taking advantage of our sympathy. So our own brother and sister here, they will know they do something that is not right, but then they will be on that cover and say, well, we are friends, that our friends, or that our family person. You know, I'm somebody who don't like to brag. Okay? Mr. Drio, work with me. In fact, all of them on that team work with me. But I can't back them when it's wrong. Even if you have issue with somebody, you can't go to the money that you know is wrong for you to wait for them to go and take the organization money. You can't do that. So I know you've been hearing the news, and they've been coming here too. They've been telling you some stuff. That's why we are here, to tell you the truth. The organization have policy. Before the president take money from the account, the board got to approve. Either approve or disapprove. But you send budget to the board disapprove and say, to hell with the board. I'll go to the account and take money. That's stealing. That's tantamount to getting fired if you're on a job. Where your boss disapproves something and you go and do it, you get fired on the spot. So we got to learn. Nobody, I mean, I know. I don't want
anybody to go to prison. But because the thing too is that we are working in America. I mean, we are operating under the American law.
Yeah.
So now we go to mediation. I'm hearing where so all people not satisfied, well, we can't do that. Okay, if you're not satisfied, then we'll go with the case, and the judge will make decision. And the civil, because of the civil case, the result can become criminal. You are not authorized to go in the account and take money. It's criminal in nature. You see, so the reason we are here today is to explain to you. I understand you got some problem here in the chapter 2. That somebody will probably went and use the chapter name or use the organization name and took money. When they ask, they say that my own money. Okay, well, but why you put the money in the organization account? And other people say, well, that the man, some people say, the man smart. That smart man there. The man was too clever, so he was able to get money. You mean you stealing people from my hand? No, but those are federal issues. And later on, they will come up. And the national too will get involved.
Yeah.
Okay? You can't do that because that have negative consequences for the whole organization. The man can move tomorrow, but then that still now remains on the organization. So we want to make sure the national will work with the chapter to make sure to prosecute that case too. So you now only that one person in Minnesota can go and take money. But that one too, if you say the money is your money, all right, then you go, you say PPP loan, you can carry yourself, but you can't carry the organization name, and you get the money, you put it in the organization, and then you take the money and go use it on yourself. That's wrong. So we want to make sure too that is corrected. So we want you, if you have questions, the president will say something, but if you have questions, feel free to ask, and we'll explain to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Well, we have I know we gotta listen to the Iowans, so please just be very brief because these are the people we actually came to. So we're here from our membership committee chairperson.
Thank you, Madam Coordinator. Good evening to everyone. Standing before you is the chairman of the USAA, Mr. Manu. You can call me Keiba. First, let me say thank you. Let me say thank you for hosting us, the host. And then my next is to my president. The reason why I want to say thank you to the president, she came in with strategies. And the strategies she came in with, I will get down to the issue that we're facing, but the strategy she came in with, she diversified her administration. I've never seen that before. So please give her a clap. I'm from Texas. She's from Philadelphia. The other person that she also appointed from Georgia and other places. And that's how she, and from Minnesota also, she diversified the entire administration. And that's a good thing. It's not like everybody comes from one single place where they come and play games. And that's why where we are today. That's what got us in this mess. So I tell her thank you. This organization, I've been here for 20-something years. And one of the reasons I was so hesitant to join is because of what we are facing today. A group of people get together and they say, we can use our influence, our power to do what we want to do, and nobody will say anything. These things happened in the past. They say 99 days for rogue, and how many days for master?
1 day.
1 day. This is the 1 day that we are in today. We don't hate anybody. But this association belongs to all of us. We must do the right thing. Who brought me into the association? Joyce Siam. When they're having the inauguration of Grangeville in Minnesota, she invited me. And that's how come I crawled and got into it. So I was one of those guys that was so in love with Grangeville administration. But when I saw that things were not going the right way, I said, well, I gotta divert. Because I want to be one of those to have a good name whenever I do something. I don't want to take too long, but I just have to explain this to you. We call meeting all the time. We go in a meeting, you ask questions, things was smooth. So I went to the meeting this time and I started asking certain questions. And the president got up, you asking too many questions tonight. And that made me to pin myself. I said, no, I gotta change my position. How come I diverted from there? And before all these things came around. The board is next to the body. The body oversees everybody. The board oversees the administration. Whatever project is to be carried out, the board must approve it. If it's not approved, you can't do it. And that's how the administration was structured, and it's always been structured. And even now, it's still the same way, nothing changed. But when people want to use their power to do things and they don't want to do it the right way, of course, then we always kick in there and say, look, what you are doing is not good. The president will tell you more about what's happening now. But I am glad that some of you heard the whole 9 yards of the episode. I'm sure some of you stay in doubt. Some of you don't even believe what's going on. The other side, when they come, they explain to you, this is our first time. We were just waiting for the right time to come. Not that we are kind of deserting you, no. But for everything, there is a right time to come and talk. And we have seized the moment to come and talk to you on the issue. And I'm glad you guys giving us the undivided attention to listen to what we have to say, especially through our president tonight. I just talked to the secretary. He just asked for my number because I was waiting to get the membership names. That's why I never even bothered to call anybody. I've been in touch with the vice president, and he told me, wait, and be patient. And I just being patient. Thank you for understanding us. Thank you for turning out. And we appreciate everything that you did for us, and we look forward to working with you guys. God bless you.
Thank you. All right, so we're listening to the VP, our national vice president.
Once again, good evening, everybody. This thing, we don't have much to say tonight, because it's clear. You know, you and myself may be able to read and write. We understand ABC. But our older sister there, Some of them never went to school. All they do in America here is housekeeping. Only housekeeping job they do. Then they get their $5. They contribute that $5 for the sake of our community, for the sake of our people in Liberia. Don't you think it is a blessing even during the dark war in Liberia, the crisis? They were good friends, brothers and sisters, they all died. You and myself, God save us. And we be opportune to be here today. You see, that mistake that God saved us is because God has something for us to do for our community. What we talking about? Nobody hate anyone. We all have one family. Gideon team, my first time meeting Green Gideon, I told him, I'm a businessman. I'm creative. Let me be real. I'm not a politician. I'm creative. I say somewhere, what I understand is mathematics. I calculate. From here over there, how many people it take me to get there? When I met Green Gideon, I said, the thing you own. 2 words I want you to look at. We have what is called repetition. Repetition is like a shadow. If you stand here when the sun comes from this side, your shadow will turn that way. If the sun shines from the other side, your shadow will turn this way. That's what repetition means. It's how I understand it to be. And another thing is legacy. It's like you plant your tree side the river bank. The tree you plant side the river bank. You don't even have to suffer to put water around it. It will grow. So that the two things are what you look at. I know we can have convention. I know we can attend any party. But when you in power, what you do for your people? Even tomorrow when you leave power, that's what they will talk about. That from there, Green Gideon started thinking about building Mexico or whatsoever in Liberia. Green will do good, then we all say no. It's not so. We love him. We all are good family. We all are good friends together. But the old people money that they contributed for the sake of our people. Then you take it $10,000, you say you go in Liberia to dedicate the building that you build. $10,000, then $5, your people in Liberia did not even receive 1 cent from you. You're renting hotel from hotel to hotel. That's what this is for? No. It is time for us to make our own sacrifice. Our brothers, they sacrificed, they died during the wartime, and we were safe. It is time for us to sacrifice for our people. That's why one of me, I came into the leadership. I'm not power conscious. I believe in unity. But when things is not right, it's good to find a way out before it gets too late. I don't have much to say. My president will say everything that we have to say.
Sorry, we have our national queen.
Queen Bryce, you can be brief.
Chilling. Thank you for having us.
Evening.
I don't like to talk too much. I yell at her with my clothes and shaking myself. Hold a mic today and start talking. Before I came to the organization, my mom, Esther Jabba in Philadelphia, she used to say, you gotta get more young people. I even learned how to speak Sabo from home. My dad, I didn't live with my dad. I lived with my mother, people from the Gruber side. So my dad is a Sabo. So when I got close to my dad and I traveled to the US, the woman got me close to her just so I can speak the language. So now at least I can say that. Okay, so she started taking me to the organization. When it happens something, we can go. When I'm president, she became president at first. I think at the second term, that's when the woman said, oh, but that woman there now, so you gotta be part of the woman now. So she drew me close for me to be in her, organization, to take part in, to do some youth, yeah. So when my husband came from Liberia, like, I ain't staying here, I'm taking my husband from out of here. I didn't even tell them I left. Went to North Dakota. So having my party, birthday party with my husband myself. And then the North North Dakota president. I invited everybody to come, and they came. Like, what? If the lady can do this, I think she can be part of the queen contest that we're gonna have. So I became, when he called my husband to tell me about the queen contest, and I was like, no, I don't want to spend my money in anything that I'm not gonna get profit out of, or it's just gonna go in vain. So my husband started encouraging me, like, since you want to be like, among your people, you have to do something for them. So I'm like, okay. So I got encouraged because he's the backbone. So I said, you want me to do this? He said, yes. So I was like, okay, I will do it. So when the North Korea, North Dakota, came about, I joined. And I was able to win my partner. So the national business came about again. I went to Philadelphia. In my own town, my own cousin, Aura. I was like, sis, I'm coming to get a queen contest, that national thing, so please step aside. She said, no. I said, okay, I already told you, so I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm an American woman already now. So I went in, I won a contest. Spent a lot of money, almost like $14,000. Just imagine the clothes I bought, the transportation, on traveling, my everything. All that money, all that time I spent to get everything in place. And then Green Julio administration gonna take that money away. Then you want me to sit down and just be behind him, and I don't even know anything about the money. No, I have to be to the right place. Yeah, and this is the right place.
Well said. Well said.
So our national president, and then we'll listen to the Iowans. No. I'm sorry, not a president. I have our senior advisor, Mr. Clarke. Senior. What? Yeah.
Hello, good evening to everybody. Good evening to everybody. Madam President, Madam Chair Lady, our dynamic queen, Mr. Vice President, former board chair, Mr. Usaa, former national president, Mr. T. Obaku. I'm very impressed tonight to be here with you to express on behalf of the community concerning unity, development, and my whole concern when I entered the country, I met the Liberian together, this organization together, and I was very impressed, this union. But then, we entered 2020, there was a conflict that came up within the union. So what I did, I decided to call all of the members, call concerned members so that we can come together. I called Madam Paul, I called Ellis, Cole, my Padier, Bodio, all of those guys with some ladies. I called Mr. Mandibu so that we can come together and put this union together, because this union is for you and I, and not for any other person. It's for the Crown people, it's for the Sapu people, it's for the Bravo people, it's for the Gio people, because all of us, we are Liberian. That was my concern, so that we can do something better for Liberia tomorrow. But unfortunately, the effort that we applied at the time, good analysis that we get to people, that we give our leader at the time so that we can work together for the betterment of our people. They did not listen to us because of our body. Because we are children to them. Because they felt within themselves that we are not holding no position in the government. So for that reason, anything that we say to them, they cannot take it in. But I've come tonight. I've been saying a lot of things. I've been appealing to this community so that we can come together. It doesn't mean that, I'm not talking about you right or you wrong, no. But my concern is unity. My concern is togetherness. My concern is Liberian. My concern is Sabo people and Crown people. We know where we came from yesterday. We knew what affected us in the society. That's my concern. All of the good things that what people are saying tonight, even they've been talking, you think I don't know, I knew all of these things. But we are people. We are in minority in our country. People are listening to us and people are looking at us. People want to know who are Crown people, who are Sabo people. And I cannot say, oh, because you knew where we came from yesterday. That's my position. I'm Clarke Umane Senior that's speaking to you tonight. But it doesn't mean that I don't know my right. I know my right. And we talked to agree as a group so that we can go to Florida for the election. And they said, no. Are we going to carry them to the slaughter hall? And we told them that you guys are going to spearhead the election. And they said, no. And we told them, you guys are going there so that when there will be election or not, so you're going to give a decision. You will preside over the meeting. The elder council, the concerned member of the USAA, we talked with them, and they said no, and we cannot force them. But we didn't necessary to go according to the constitution of the union. I was in Liberia when they put it together. But when I came, I got to work with the constitution accordingly. That came to Florida. I went to Florida and I came back successfully. When they called their convention in Minnesota, I went there. The reason is I'm a Liberian, I'm a Sabo man, I'm a Crown man. I want for us to come together as a body, as a team. Because I know where we came from. So I went to Minnesota and I met with them. And I sat with a couple of them, one-on-one, to discuss development, unity within this union. And some of them showed me at the time that yes, indeed, we are going to bring this union together. The board chair, Kamala Ross, assured me that Clarke, I'm going to work with you so that we can bring the union together. The chair lady, Judge Sion, promised me that Clarke, trust me, I'm going to work with you. We'll bring the union together. I met with my friend, General, as they call her, Lisa Fally, and I told her, I said, Lisa, we have to come together so that we can bring this union together. Lisa has shown me that Clarke, trust me, from today, you and I will work together. A lot of potential people that I met with my man Slabby, and I told Slabby has shown me that Clarke, we are going to work together so that I can bring the union together. I met with Rabo Tali. All of them that are in Minnesota. I went to the president's house and I met with him. We sat and we discussed. How can we work together? The manner we're going to work together to bring the union together. I did that. Because of what? In the interest of the people. But people looking at me because I'm brother that's sitting there, he's my brother from one man, one party, William Manning, the vice president for Madam Clarke Myers. People look at me ugly in the community. If I say good things about the man, brother, that vice president to Madam President Myers. So all these things that you're talking that just, charade. When you go in the corner, charade means that I just lying, I just bluffing. It's not true. I'm saying when you know that he have that influence, why he can't tell your brother to sit down. These are things people are saying in the corner. But my brother is a man of integrity. He born with a character, and I born with my character. You know what he's doing. He's mature indeed, and he listens to the people that he's moving with in the union. So all of these people that are sitting, all of them will do wrong thing at the same time? No. So you listen to them. But then my own pieces that I bad that I have to get to the union, I got to give it. It doesn't mean that my brother can't work with me or I can't work with my brother. It doesn't mean that the union can't work with me, I can't work with the union. But I am doing this thing. If we not do it, who will do it? Can we go call different people to put our breaking pieces together as a people?
No.
That's what I told the president of Putu Apollo Iowa chapter of Paul said, I said, Paul, there's the time for you to stand free so that we can work together. Call the other people. That one person can bring unity in the society. Now tonight, while we are discussing, it doesn't mean that, oh, Green Gideon people get best, or Madam Francess, Maya, people they get best. No, but all of us are sitting here, we know the right thing. No, we know the right thing. It doesn't mean that I don't know the right thing. I know the right thing. And as I said, we got to work with the Constitution that they themselves put together. And I can put the Constitution together. Trust me. I will remain clear with money until God call me. My position will be clear to the society. What I want to do, that what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak the fact to the people. But I, Clarke Malone, that's speaking to you. The Sabo people believe in me, the Crown people believe in me to do peace or job for them until God can call me. And this job is to bring unity in the union. It's to work with my old people, to work with the young people, to work with my older brother and sister so that we can do something for our community. Madam Myers, the last time Mr. Gideon, the president, he came here with a delegate. I went there myself. We danced, we played, we slept. I left from there of 1:15 that night. Now, Madam Francess is here tonight with a delegate. Now I'm dancing. People have issues to say. But let me tell you, this union and this chapter that we're in, we have a lot of problems in the chapter, Madam President. The problem we have in the chapter is not a small problem. Of course, the president, the vice president will come in and tell you, we the one that put the interim leadership together the last time. And when the problem occurred, the 45,900 that were taken from the USAA account, I called Green Gideon administration, I called the president, Green Gideon himself, I called the chair Lily, I called Madam Carlos Shebe, and I told them about the behavior of Dave Cooley, that these things are not decent. Even when you say that's your own money, your duty is to call your leadership together and tell them that yes, indeed, I'm going to play so and so amount into your account due to so and so reason. But he never did. Even when a PPE loan, you have the right to call your chapter leader, your member, to a meeting and tell them. After the money get there, you cannot just get and start selling the money to your very selves. No. Call your board, call your people, and you talk with them. But this thing, when we talking to them, they say, they meant brother that vice president of Francis Clarke Myers. So become my brother that vice president of Francis Clarke Myers, so I should not talk the right thing for my people. So we cannot do the right thing. Another thing I told them, when they came here, I told them, I said, Dave Cooley, when probably come here tonight, then are you the cause? Why can't you stop the vice president from talking? Another thing, you cannot go to the executive as national vice president. Then you want to maintain the chairman, the president position in Iowa chapter. These things are not correct. But when you say the truth to our people, then they take you to be the bad man. But let us say the truth. The truth shall set you free tomorrow. Because when I die tomorrow, my legacy will remain with me. It will remain on high. They say, yeah, that's what Clarke will say. So all of these things, my people, all of us are here tonight. We from home. We are very educated people. And we came here for a reason. So that the children that we're born in today, they will follow our footsteps and listen to the former president. That this thing, the map that he planned yesterday, he expected Mr. Gideon to work on the same mat so that things can go forward for the community. Because of the money that he left in the chapter account, in the union account, it was 80,000 plus. Okay? But now, all of these circumstances that we are faced with today, nobody can put it together beside you and myself. So that's why I say I'm appealing to everybody so that the matter can be taken from the court. I started the last time on the line. So people telling they met from Pluto. Where did he come from? You know why it's unfolding in the union? I started laughing. I said, I'm not from Pluto. I know what I'm doing. Because we the sample people, we're not putting it together, we're putting it together. Well, we're not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for us. We know all of the counts, they are right. They are in good faith for the community. But see where we are now. The people themselves calling you and I so that we can go on the drawing board. Why they are doing it? They are doing it for us as a people. They know that what better than in time to come when the judgment shall be run up. It will not be good for them. But see why the judges are doing now. Telling you and myself to go on the drawing board. So I want for all of us to see reason in time to come so that we can go to that drawing board. What for you is for you. This union is for you. This community is for you. And as a good leader, we believe in you. And we work with you. And we do things that will bring transparency and accountability. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Flower Money right there. Flower Money. Well spoken.
Well, now we'll listen to our national president, Madam President. Junior.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Madam President.
Time has been fast spent. Therefore, all protocol observed here tonight. But I will say thank you to the United Cheerleader.
Okay.
By the president, it's the president for me.
Let's take out a part of God.
But when you walking now, you probably didn't do it. Okay. First of all, I want all of us to stand for 1 minute of silence. For the death of our brother and all the deaths in this community. As I'm aware, we have 3 deaths in this community. So just 1 minute. You may have your seat. Thank you. I want to say thank you to the owner of this home for opening your doors, all your doors, because we've been in your room up and down the place, to have us here tonight. We want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just want to bless God for you. May the Almighty God multiply and double everything that you have spent for us in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to the leadership of Iowa chapter, Mr. Evan Morris. You and the interim leaders of the great chapter, I want to say thank you for making us, to paving that road for us to be here tonight. I want to say thank you to you. To all the members that came with me, I just want you to know that my membership committee chairman just said, we have members all over America. We got 6 sections, 6 chapters. And we got members in every chapter. And we got members in non-chapters, like from Texas. We don't have a chapter there, but we got members there. And there is an inclusive administration. We don't pick and choose. We don't just pick certain people to be part. When we travel with everyone, because while we sit down and discuss, and then we come up with solution, and everybody come on board. This is not about the faithful few. This is about a multitude. That's how we move. As you can see, all these people from different chapters that are here tonight. So I want to make one thing clear here tonight. It's not Philadelphia against Minnesota.
No.
This is USAA against Green Gideon, Darius Moine, Otika Swain, and Andrew Usaa. I want you to get that right. You may ask, why are we here tonight? The previous speakers have already said we wanted to come to Iowa after the convention in North Dakota. When we went to North Dakota 2019, mind you, at the convention is where our people make decisions according to our constitution. The General Assembly are those that sit in convention. People that pay their way, that buy plane ticket, and get hotel, and get rental cars, and pay convention fees, are considered the General Assembly. And those are the people that make decisions on behalf of the organization. So the General Assembly agreed for us to go to Florida in 2020. Because they are the decision-making body. So every chapter that hosts the convention, you are giving $4,000 to secure a hall on behalf of the convention. Mr. Green Gideon, then the president at the time, sent the $4,000 to Florida through the board, because you make your proposal to the board and the board approves it. I just want to give you a little background of how we got here. Thank you. So you can have that foundation. Because people say stuff on the surface, but they do not tell you the root cause of the problem. In order for you to solve a problem, you got to know the root cause. You got to know what caused the problem. And you got to know how the problem was established. Then you can solve the problem. Without knowing where the problem derived from, you will never know the solution of the problem. After Mr. Green Gideon sent the $4,000 to Florida, and the Florida chapter secured the hall, the COVID hit in 2020. Mind you, it was election year. Mr. Green Gideon is the only president in the United Support Association in the Americas. From the time it was founded in the 1990s in Durham, North Carolina. There is no president that have presidential allowance. There is no president that have $1,000 every year for you to have as a pocket change. Former President Mr. Obako Yuma held the organization for 4 years. He was president. He took the organization after he had split it for 7 unbroken years. But our people were scattered all over the place. And when he was elected as a president, he unified the organization. And he was there for 4 years without the organization giving him $5 to travel from state to state. He used his own money. Because why? We are not for profit. And we are here to help our people. Our people are not here to give us money. The only time the organization ever gave him money to go to Liberia, when we discussed that we wanted to build The guest house today that people are running all around the place talking about, it was under his administration, and we're trying to send him there to go break ground. And when he got there, he got seriously sick. Seriously sick. That his wife have to fly him from Liberia. And when he flew from Liberia straight at the hospital, he was in the hospital for months. By the grace of God, he is among us tonight.
Speak, Madam President.
Since Green Jr. was his vice president, this man will call us from state to state to please allow Mr. Jr. to be the next president. And guess what he did? He put stuff into place that he never even received. He put the allowance for 1,000 a year because he said, I know the presidents travel from place to place and they need money. So let us put 1,000 every year for president allowance. And we put it for, and we agreed, 3,000 for 3 years on Mr. Green Jr. Mr. Green Jr. is the only president that was given 3 years from the time USAA was established in the 1990s. When our people gathered together in Durham, North Carolina during the heat of the war in Liberia. And they said, let us come together to support our people back home. And they used their own resources, and so, say supplies and rice and what you can think about. Nobody got money from the organization. But when Mr. Green Jr. came to power, he had the opportunity to get money from the organization because of travel expenses. When the COVID hit, and we came together as a body, 2020, what can we do? We cannot go to Florida for convention because of the COVID. And others suggested, can we put an interim body together? And then at the final analysis, we said, since our president is still here, Mr. Green Jr., then he will need the president to carry us through COVID. And that's how Green Jr. was given another year to retain the leadership of SAPO or USAA. Now, 2021, COVID has subsided in many states. People going about their normal business and passing around. Now the community came back together. There is a need now that we go back to Florida. Since our money, of course, is stay in Florida, and the convention have voted for us to go to Florida. When the time came to go to Florida, Mr. Green Jr. and his people said Florida was a slaughter hall. COVID is in Florida, but COVID is not in Minnesota. As we all sitting here tonight, we are aware that COVID took over the whole world. There is nowhere that COVID was not. There were dollar upon dollar for Mr. Green Jr. to settle election commissioner. He refused. We got a document that we call Constitution that we have to abide by. And I will always tell people when they say, why can't you just leave it? Then I tell them, let's do away with the Constitution and we can do it the SAPO way. But the reason that we decided to have a Constitution, because we didn't want to do anything the SAPO way. Because the SAPO way is like, let's sit down here and just talk wherever we say, and that's it. But we have a document. And Mr. Green Jr. refused to go to Florida. I want to give you this background because people don't understand what got us here. But the Constitution said we got to have elections every 3 years. Mind you, like I said, he was the only president that got 3 years. Mr. Green, you said they're COVID in Florida, he cannot go there. Well, set up the election commissioner at least, so we can know that even there's a red light, nothing was done. The elders came in, they talk. When I was growing up back home, when things happen, they say, you're taken to the elders. But the elders came in, they failed. The concerned youth came in, they failed. Organizations came in to talk to Mr. Green Jr., they failed. Everyone that tried to intervene at the time failed. There will be no convention. Mr. Green Jr. is not going to Florida. We cannot sit back as people to allow one man to hijack the Constitution of the United Sample Association in the Americas. So we have to do something. Our Constitution states that in the absence of the General Assembly, that means when we are not seated at convention, the board presides. Therefore, the board has to get up to do their work, to take the organization to Florida. Mr. Green Jr., after he said he didn't want convention, the next thing he knew, he declared convention in Minnesota. There is nothing in our Constitution. You can turn it up and down. There is nothing, and I want to be on record tonight. There is nothing in our Constitution that will tell you that the president has the right to declare convention anywhere. The General Assembly is the only people that can declare convention, and those are people that are seated, not on teleconference. Mind you, yes, we can have teleconference. In case of emergency, we can have teleconference. But for major decisions that will guide the organization cannot take place on a teleconference. So we went to Florida, and Mr. Gill refused to go to Florida. And there were elections here in Florida. There was not wet ballot given in Florida. Elections were here in Florida. People cast their ballot. And the Myers and Manning team won the election in Florida. So Ira, I have come with my team with different chapters to come to Iowa tonight. We are not here to show up or just to lie or just to say stuff so people can follow us. We have come to make a case to you that we have a problem in our union. And if we can be in the great United States of America, and we cannot learn from this great country the good things that they do, and we continue to do those things that are not right, then where will we go to learn the good things? This is a country of laws and order. No one is above the law in the United States of America. Donald Trump was not above the law. And he could have election in 2020. I can see no president that can be above the law in the United States of America. So as a people, I want to come to Iowa. We decided to come to Iowa to appeal to the chapter, and thank God to Mr. Aaron Morris that we are here.
C'est quoi? C'est quoi? C'est quoi? C'est quoi?
C'est quoi? On your mic.
Now, I will talk to you. You had your president, I was here, called Mr. Dave Cooley. When we were coming, we called him. Because for us, we don't see nobody at opposition. We are the national body. And we will reach out to everyone. We will abide by the Constitution. There is no way I was a chapter president. I was president for Delaware Valley chapter for 5 years. I got elected for the first 3 years. Then my people, they didn't have enough of me. They took me back. This coming March supposed to end my two term. But when I got elected in Florida, you can look at the video. I called my vice president, Mr. Messi Topa, on stage. And I told him, Mr. Messi Topa, you are my vice president. Okay. And our term is supposed to be over in next year, March, because you know our election was last year, August. I said, but from today's date, as for August when? 6 or 8?
August 8.
You are now the president of the Delaware Valley chapter until elections in next year, March. Because I cannot be the national president and be the chapter president at the same time. That does not work. So I expected that of Dave Cooley. When he decided to be the national vice president for Green Gideon, he should have called Abel Morris, who is his vice president, and turned over the leadership to him. And that's how leadership works. But instead, Iowa, is everything okay?
Yeah.
So I'm speaking to the IRA USAA tonight. Instead of when Dave Cooley became so-called vice president to Mr. Green Jr., he still maintained to be the president of Iowa chapter. Is there nobody else in Iowa that can lead Iowa chapter? How can one man hold two positions that are very, very vital? So we are here to work with the Iowa chapter, the new interim leadership. So, you know, don't listen to people that will come here to try to fool our people to get money. With no accountability. Passing around and collecting money from our people. And there is no report how the money has been used. They go to Africa and they say they are doing projects, but no report. Nobody to report to. If you ask a question, they will cause your mom from the time your mom was born before your father. Why you ask questions? These are the issues within the union. So we have come to Iowa tonight. We want peace within our union. I supported Mr. Green Jr. faithfully as a chapter president because the chapters are the arms of the National Assembly. Yes. Of the National Administration. Without the chapters, the president cannot function. I've been a chapter president. And that's why everything that I do with my vice president, our administration, we call upon the chapter presidents to carry out the mandate of the union. Because they are the ones that take people to convention. If the chapter presidents do not encourage the people to go to convention, they will never go to convention. And at convention is where we raise our money, mostly. So the chapter presidents got to be given the rightful place in the union. So our way forward, with all effort, when we came from Florida, and Mr. Green, the treasurer, went to the account and took $90,000 out of our account. And I want to tell Iowa people, again the elders came and they talked. And everyone that's supposed to speak to Mr. Green Jr. and his people, they talk and they refuse. To a point that they make one of the elders to go sit down to the Wells Fargo Bank. Former superintendent of Johnson District, Mr. Alfred Butler, sat at the Wells Fargo Bank when they told him they were going to turn the money over to him. And after a while, that old man was able to call them and say, "Where are you guys?" He said, "Oh, we changed our mind. We're not coming again." What a disrespect to our elders. But like Joe Biden told the people of America, we are here to restore the soul of USAA. Our organization was one of the best organizations in America. People used to wonder how we raise money. I can remember when we hosted the 2018 convention in Philadelphia, and we raised close to $75,000. And some of the other leaders within my community came over to me and said, "Madam President, how did you do it?" I told them, because we are together. It's unity that made us to raise the kind of money. So we are appealing to our brothers and sisters that we want them to come back to the union. We want peace. Because together we can build the Sapo land. Without division, the house, the Bible said, the house that is divided among itself cannot stand. It will fall. And for some of us, it does not make us happy. Maybe some people, they are happy that we are divided. But for me, I'm sad.
National President, I'm cutting you off. See, that's what they say. When the thing go hurting, you cut it off.
I'm Muslim law.
So Iowa, our way forward, we are reaching out. We extend our hands to our brothers and sisters to see reason. After 2 years, if you can beat this woman, you can come and compete.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can come.
But there is no interim government until after 2 years.
Okay.
Because that was proposed in the past.
And you refuse.
And it was refused. Why now? If I can serve you, you need to serve me too. That's how life goes. You alone cannot be celebrated. That is not fair. You got to celebrate other people that celebrate you. When I leave, and somebody else come, I will celebrate them too. Yeah. Mr. Obakuyuma is here tonight. He was the former president. He doesn't have to be here. But because of the love for his people, he is here. And because we give him the respect as a former president, he is here. This is the former chairman of the board, Mr. Usaa Sagwe. They throw a picture upside down over 20 times on Facebook. But he did not relent. He's still here. And when I took over, a few people came up to me at the time when I took over. I told my Sapo people that I don't need $1 from the Sapo organization for presidential allowance. I don't need it. Because there's a little child in Fubadi. There's a little child in Putu. There's a little child in Waya. There's a little child in Juaso. There's a little child in Mopo. There's a little child in Kabadi that is single. I need that money, I do. Yeah, Basha, God gave me life. And I stay out of trouble in America. Because that's the only thing that will make you not to work. So, and God gave me strength. You know, my late father, Johnny T. Clarke, he served his people until he died. Yeah. And as long as God gave me long life, I will serve my people until God take me from this life. That's why I am not deterred. That's why I'm very unbreakable. Nothing can break me.
Yes. Unbreakable. When you get going.
Because when God is for you,
no one.
We never thought we would have come to Iowa, but here we are today.
Yeah.
It's all the doing of God.
Yeah.
So Iowa people, don't be fooled. Don't let people to come to your city to take your money and you don't know where the money is going. I want to make that clear to you. Because when you ask questions, the question will never be answered. So I just want to leave you with a message that we are trying to connect all the various chapters. All our chapters to be under one umbrella again. Because the purpose of this organization, the reason our forefathers came together at the time in Durham, North Carolina, was to unify and mobilize the Sapo people in the United States and help our people back home. Our people back home are struggling. We need projects that will make an impact, a direct impact. Like today, the president of the Usaa was speaking. He said, do a project that will make a direct impact on the lives of our people. And this is our dream, the Mani and Maya's team. Direct projects. We are not only going to build guest houses where nobody's going to sleep in a tree before they on it. The children are not in school. And the school buildings are breaking down.
I know, right?
We will build, but it will be something that people will use. We will get scholarships so our people can go to school so they can be competitive tomorrow. We don't want to always send them $100, $50. We want them to be self-sufficient.
Be strong.
Because if you give them education, they can go out there. That one thing you cannot leave with your child. That's education. When you die, you go with it.
Yes.
So that's why we want to impart knowledge to our people. We are having our inauguration March 5th. And we are inviting Iowa. Please come. Because wherever the money goes, you will see where the money is going. And to all my Putu brothers and sisters in Iowa, you are called Sapo. I came to America before I got to know that Putu are crown. I came to America before I got to know. Because when I was living in Liberia and when I was in Grand Jide County, in the Putu quarter, they used to say, Sao. They used to call it Sao. foul. And like I said today to the treasure house, the dialogue for the Sapo people this year is going to Putu Jaudi. That shows you that Putu is part of the 6th section of the Sapo land. And I understood that most of you reside in this chapter. So please get on board with Mr. Ewa Morris and the interim team. And once again, reform this chapter. Our chapter was one of the greatest chapters here. Today, somebody take $45,000, $900. And people forget to know that when somebody uses the chapter name and get that kind of money, when the federal government get ready, because we are 501c3 holder, so we have to file our taxes to the federal government. We are legally registered in the United States of America. So if you commit crime in the name of USAA, guess who they're going to come after? They're going to come after the USAA.
So the president will take for it.
My man. The president won't go.
So guess what? Before they take me, I will take you.
When we start acting at the car, then the guy will be a
So I want to pause here and give the member chance to talk, to say something. But this is our main purpose of coming here tonight, is to educate our people so you can know how the conflict came in our union. It did not arrive here overnight. Somebody brought it, and that person going to take it out. Thank you for having us, Iowa.
Wow. So, where DJ? We need a little musical stimulation here. Wow. That was a powerful message. All right, guys, you just listened to the national president of the United States.
Knowledge. That's what I'm praying for.
That would be a breaking news for Voice Society with the studio. That speech was phantasmagorious. I haven't heard that speech before. The president mesmerized the crowd with knowledge, with facts, with plans. She laid it bare to the people. And also, the listening ears, you now are going to make the decision after listening to the splendid oration of the president. So this is why we are beyond her. She's a woman of wisdom. Go ahead.
Okay, let's listen to the members.
Time is fast spent. Where is Mr. Abel Morris?
Yeah.
Mr. Morris, now we are ready to listen to you and your members.
Good afternoon, my people.
Really?
Good evening. In Iowa, I'm the vice president of the United Sapo Association on Day Kuri. We started of them financing after we left from North Dakota in 2019. So we put ourselves together because we want to have chapter here. So that's why we put ourselves together. We want to be unity, that's why we put ourselves together. After we put ourselves together, we been moving power. Do things come on. After that, we were here in Lamina town in the national and have problem. So by the time my president, Dave Kuli, was in Liberia. And the board chair called me, or Mr. Vice President,
Of course, your president is traveling, but this is what we want to do. And he explained how the president can't finish Green Gideon. So I said, well, I'm an honor man. The best thing I can tell you, I can't run decision by myself. So when the president comes, you can live with the president and you can go forward. So that's what I tell the board member. The second I told board member, this is our people issue. We travel hundreds of miles, pay your own hotel, pay for your own food, pay gate eater to go inside. So if anything happen, we all got to ride off and sit down on the table and solve our problem. But so far, the other people did not understand the board member. Other people on the right hand side, other people on the left hand side, causing this man. This man is my father. If I can cause a man, it means I can cause my father. So, we've been in Iowa and our sister club, we all used to work together. But in our chapter, there's a people were there that they don't want to listen to other people. They want to listen to other people, whatever they say. But they forget that this is an organization. If you want people to listen to you, then you got to work with them. But if you choose other people to listen to them, and you don't want to listen to other people, then it means that you don't want to run the organization. It's not the way it's going to work. So after we were here and we were running ourselves, since we getting power, we never launched the organization. Because other people doing things different way. Because if I'm friendly with you, let me talk secret to you. I will not let the other people know. So that's the way people take it. But some of us, if something happen in the diner, we got to bring it to show. We don't let it be running behind the house and be saying things. Especially me. If you try to convince me something that I'm right, I can't follow you. I follow behind people who I will listen to, who will tell me best, whatever we got to do. I bring my part of idea, bring your part of idea. You learn from me, I learn from you. That's the way it works. But you can say, I the only person, whatever I say, it will be the final. That's what they could do. After the confusion, you get over here, social media that you the one controlling Iowa chapter, whatever you say is final. And I went to him and said, Mr. President, it's not the way you should do it. This is Sapo people business. When the people come to you, say something why the people will understand. But don't take the people for it that you're the one controlling them. You're not controlling people. So some of us will have that few conflict among us. But the main issue is the guy in our chapter, they always accuse me that what information Saya put over here is me. Because what? I learn with Madam President, everything I see, I will call Madam President, I'll call Saya put it. My own cousin here in there. One night you were in Minnesota, you call financial secretary. Oh, how Saya put a year they knew how they get the money. You call me. I said, but you know how many people this guy friendly with?
I'm ubiquitous. I'm ubiquitous. I'm everywhere.
Is there anything that we can have? No paperwork, anything that is lying. He said, no, you're not supposed to put Saya put that. It's sort of between us. I said, well, my brother, I don't know how Saya put it. Yeah. And from there, we all get Sapo people. I supposed to go to Florida, but I don't go. So I said, okay, my brother, myself, I used my own car. I told people from here to go to Minnesota. But still, they're not satisfied. They're accusing me. And nobody give me gas money.
Yeah.
I hear some people, I paid hotel for them. Because they went there, no sleeping place. I said, okay, if I'm president, I will do it for the people. Why are we doing it for together?
Vivi, keep the mic to your mouth, please. Thank you. Yeah.
So, we're doing it for every one of us the same way we used to be, so we can be the same way. Every one of us come from the same one house, we eat together, we laugh together. But some people take it to be bad thing. So, Madam President, you're coming in Iowa, my member and myself, and the interim government will settle, we want to work with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it here in Iowa. We are telling you, if anybody wants to come to Iowa, you got to wait about it. Somewhere. Now the people will not come. But it's clear right now. The vice president made it clear to us.
That's good.
So, Madam President,
that's some.
So, we will tell you, Iowa is for you.
Yeah. Good job.
When you go by, other people will come and say, oh, be there. We all here, we want to work together. We want unity. We don't want to share ourselves.
No.
But if you come in to share us, we don't want to follow you. Because they come here and they have the door meeting. They know the people they want to control. After the meeting, and I stand, I want to talk. My own cousin want to fight me. Why I want to talk? I'm not allowed to talk. You know that I'm a vice president.
Wow.
Some of them telling me, why you want to talk? Why you want to say?
Wow. Well, this is fair.
You can give me the chance to talk, then you will know what I want to say. Because they're afraid what they're doing in Diane. So to tell one or two people, this is what they're doing, we don't like it. But you come here, you not have meeting with the people. But you come here to say you want to have convention to raise 100,000. That's the meeting you come for. And I'll say, well, if you come here to say you want to raise 100,000, how are you going to raise the 100,000? If you have your problem in the union or in a chapter, somebody steal for the $5,900 and use the chapter in business, then you still have that man on your right hand side that you're supporting him to steal from our chapter. So we're not going to take it. So a few members in the chapter, they follow me. So what the vice president said is true. And we will work with you. So I'm telling you tonight, in Iowa, I live in Iowa. And everybody knows me. I can pay my due to Usaa. I pay my due to the United States Association. The president right there, they get my name. Whatever happened to the both sides, I'm always there. In the chapter, I'm the only person. If you go to our record, I'm the only person pay higher money.
You sure, Mahu? You sure?
When they go out there, when the people call the organization, the president said will call me, my man, and now you say you gotta come. So I will go there, I put him in my pocket. That will do it. Because we're doing it, our chapter need to go.
Yes.
The both chapters, from the Puru side, from the Sapo side. Always, I can't leave behind. Something happen, I will stand there. So, Madam President, I just want to make sure we got more time to go. Okay. So, I want to tell you tonight, Iowa chapter, we're here to work with you.
Good speech there by the vice president. Go ahead. Secretary got to say something here.
Yes. The secretary got to talk. Once again, I want to say welcome everybody. Thank you. And you guys made me feel what they call unity. That's why we're looking for a more ourselves.
Nobody talking.
At the same goal, United we stand, divided we fall.
Yes.
Iowa problem today Iowa problem today is Dave Cooley, who caused the problem in Iowa. And other people sit back and don't want to say the truth to this person. Person.
Yes.
So you put it on me the problem.
So we that talking now, we the problem.
Yeah.
But as the Bible say, whatever you sow, you shall reap.
Yes. So shall they reap.
Whatever you sow, you shall reap. When the problem came up, me voicing out today because I'm tired. I'm not the kind of person that talk that much, no.
Yeah.
Nobody here know me.
We know
In person. But you guys made me to know that I've been known.
Yes.
Let me just give an emphasis on Green G came here. The way you guys surround us here, you guys, a president, not a president, I want to thank you so much. You are truly a leader. You came here and shake my hand. Oh, I didn't see you, but I only hear your name. I said, I hear Franklin. President Jules came here. I was sitting in the back. I was not recognized. Wow. The VP was not recognized because we say something and somebody else go to you and say something, but you don't want to get the other side of the story, which is wrong.
Yep.
Which is wrong. You got to hear the both sides of the story.
Yeah.
Hear this guy complain, and that meeting, it ended with a quarrel. And they gave us a show and oh yes, we'll talk about it tomorrow. You just let think that we're stupid. We're not stupid in Iowa. United Southwest Association Iowa chapter is not for a particular individual, no.
Thank you.
Yes.
If we the Sapo people, I'm one of the founding members. So you're not coming to come overlook me or to just look down on me and feel like I'm nobody, no. I'm not going to follow you. And you are the cause today. Iowa chapter is going to be divided. It's already divided. We try to preach unity. We try to bring this thing to the table, but people just overlook a certain group of people. Oh, you gotta forget about it. You don't want to talk. No, we can't forget about this. This is what happened. Let's talk it. Let this man come out and say the truth. Okay, on the paper, black and white, what are you saying? Why would somebody put their own money in the organization account? And somebody talk about it, then you get vexed. Then you know people. You don't want to talk about it because you feel that you're the only rooster that can crow. No. No.
Yeah. Hey, hold on.
Because all the roosters are crow more than you.
Okay.
Remember, you sure?
Seriously. Iowa problem today is Dave Cooley. And we all know it in Iowa. We all know this in Iowa. We shouldn't bypass the truth. We shouldn't bypass the truth.
That's a friendship.
Because you're my brother.
That's it.
Somebody called me and said, oh, look, the man are your cousin, the man are your brother. You're talking family way. And not family way, that we're talking about people, we're talking about organization. It's not about family. We can't talk it in family way. Let's talk it on the table. Let somebody know they're wrong. and rectify. Let people tell the person, say, oh, this is what you do, it's not good. For that reason, step aside. But no, we don't want to say it. You that say, oh, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do that? Call for arrogance. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? If I was like, I saw your picture, so I don't want to send my picture. I'm tired. So I got to. I got to do it. I send my photos to for myself. So don't ask me that question. Yeah. So the core matter short is that, you see, accountability, trustworthiness,
Yes.
integrity is matter
In the organization.
in an organization, especially when you are a leader. You got to respect your people. You got to respect their decision. You got to listen to whatever they say. It's what we don't find in our chapter. There's no respect. There's no transparency. Nothing. So nobody care anymore.
You just send it to me or talking.
Nobody care anymore.
Breaking news, we're talking.
So that's the issue in Iowa chapter. But you guys can rest assured that Iowa chapter is moving strong and is going to come up. Very strong leadership. Move Iowa chapter forward. So, Madam President, your team, I want to say you are most welcome again.
Well done. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, as we say, the advisor? Oh, the great advisor, yeah, advisor. We need a female too now. No female too.
Don't worry.
We need a female.
Okay. There's an interim administration, right? I want to speak on accountability and transparency.
So.
The problem with this chapter is that there are other people who want to estimate people that do not need to be estimated.
Yeah.
I'm saying this to say that, no, Madam President, you are recognized. If you call for election today, you will win. Because for me, I've been ridiculed. They say, what is Nima candidate doing? They know that the thing they call DNA.
They forget about it.
Yes. The larger molecule within the chromosome.
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, it's something that is connected all over. That's because of Nima Kante, you know my background. You know how Nima Kante is circular. You know what a Sapo man was settled in Nima Kante. You know that. So who Liberian now? And I'm not Liberian.
But constitutionally, you are also qualified by virtue of the fact that you marry our woman.
Notwithstanding for the virtue of my authority, I get children from the Sapo land.
There you go.
So I think they will say that when the Minnesota chapter came here, they did respect us. As the previous speaker have already said, what the hell? That you will denounce your vice president from even making a statement. You get me? I want to hear that man. I said, what kind of authoritative do that? Where are we going to? Somebody denouncing the vice president last week. Authoritative for I get my agenda. The vice president is the second man in command. Yeah. In the asking of the president, the vice president acts. And what made me surprised is that you have been elevated. I'm talking about vacuum situation, where the vice president has been elevated to a national vice president. I don't know what constitution said that, but according to the president from Minnesota, he said the man has been elevated. So if the president is elevated, who's going to be the acting president? Not the vice president? They denounce the man. So what's going on here? So what I'm trying to say is that my reason of joining the interim administration is that there are people who have IQ that believe in democracy. Yes. Democracy is what brings us together. Yes. Because we are Westerners, we're from Liberia, we are connected to the country. Yes. And this country is something that we all that came in the diaspora, God knows what we came there for. Yeah. Our people down there, we need to help them. I'm not saying this because I want to be flamboyant right now. This is my home. And I previously said I'm happy that this room is the conduit of Sako people being united. Madam President, if a man say he want to go to election, don't relent. You will win. You will win. If the chairman, the board, say today you must go for election, don't relent. What you are demonstrating tonight brought tears to my eyes. Vice President, what you said tonight, what all members said tonight, it's enough say.
Compromise. You read it, boy. You read it, boy.
We are not ignorant. Ebe, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, thank you. What my Secretary General, I salute you, Chief. Our acting president is not here tonight because he has been intimidated. I say, I give you on transparency and accountability. Yes. Go and use our account and get our advisor for him. Dave Cooley also, I told him, I said, Mama, Dave Cooley, what you doing here is not correct. I said, Mama, you thank you, man. You know what people, you know what people, you know the DNA are telling me, I'm a support man. I want to thank you all for coming to this room. And you're welcome to this room. You should not relent. If that man say they're going for election today, y'all will win.
They don't want to go for election in the first place.
Because King, you're welcome to the room. Oh, yeah.
Well done. Thank you.
Wow. Y'all give it up to the apostle. Two people president. President City. That year for you. I'm funny they now. Now the funny they right up front of the people that post to you, y'all. For put you up on that board.
Be careful. Don't put a string in your ear because I think the sound can be too hard. Oh,
yeah, bring him music for the put man? Yeah.
Thank you, DJ. I'm still here.
I was saying something, but I hear what.
Oh my God. So, this is my friend lady. Who keeping you all here? Yeah. This my second lady. My strong member. Yeah, Mrs. Davis. We have more of them.
We have our beautiful queen there. But you see, I'm standing here as president of our chapter, like I always say, and I will continue to say it. We are not here to take side. Before the story, I mean, a lot of things have been said, which of course I have no knowledge about. But what I do know, what I'm going to talk about.
The president speaking.
This chapter were both the Sapo and the Putu people. We were one. We were one people. Because we were one,
Mr. President,
we set up.
sorry, we still are one.
Yeah. We are one. And we'll continue to be one. Because of that, we set up our meeting time. Because we don't want to conflict things.
Yes.
The other will not be going outside, the other will come outside. So we came together, we settled a date, which of course we used to go there, pay our due. Anything happens to our member, we do what we're supposed to do as an organization. Because we want to unify ourselves. Mr. VP, can you join me?
Let the cat eat.
I don't want the cat eat. I want to eat it. This is my VP. And we got all the beautiful people. Grace Weather. Mr. Newer Davis. My advisor.
I'm with you.
You see? So what I'm saying we are great people, we are unique people. It just kind of disheartening and disappointing to see ourselves in such a situation like this. We are one people. We've been working together as one people. But you see, in any organization, when it comes to finances, you don't play with the people's money. You will work half for the money. When you say $10, you know how much that thing I give you? Maybe they work for that 1 hour or 2 hours, but they give you that $10.
Yes.
So if you say give me this money, then put it this, put it there for the people. The problem we have in our chapter here today, of which we are here today, I know our Brazil king, I know he introduced himself to us, but the conflict we have, because you can't get a problem in your own house, then you leave it, go to somebody problem outside. It won't work. The problem we have here in Iowa is because money left for the organization cover, our cover, and we don't know where it went. And when you try to ask about it,
okay,
they don't want to answer you. And to my surprise tonight, these are people, the president came from Philadelphia. My sister came from Philadelphia. Other people came from other states. Where are the officials of our chapter? Yes. Where are the officials? Tell me, if anybody here in USAA chapter hour, where are the officials? It's when you get put a hand up, whether you're secretary or you're vice president or you're treasurer, that holding position in the chapter. Who is here to represent this chapter? There's time that you can't up and tell people, look, this is them, we here in Romans, but we're here to defend ourselves. So why was here tonight is truth? Because no one else to defend the chapter. No one is here. And I've been calling people. I call Mr. Nyima. I call the interim president. I call Tia. When I call you, told me you were in Minnesota. I call the chairlady. How people come in your town, they are running for your town and going somewhere else. Does that make sense? I mean, that be real. It may sound funny.
That's true.
I can be president of Putapolabo, our chapter. This man coming off for Kentucky and say, oh yeah, we're coming to visit you. Then you come in and run there where you're going.
So
I should be here to welcome you.
So you agree with Carol E. baby?
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about that, but what I'm saying, yes, what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Because, I mean, the organization have conflict, which of course I will always say.
I know.
And also put it, no, whether Minnesota chapter, Philadelphia chapter, my goal is to bring the people together.
Yes. They don't have chapter.
So I'm just saying something like that. I don't know.
Delaware Valley.
Oh, there, okay. I know. So,
Delaware Valley.
Anyway, you can't come in your area and nobody has to be here to represent you. You can't do that. You're interim vice president. You're interim vice president. That's what I'm talking about.
You talking about the money issue?
Yeah. The money issue.
Hold on. The money issue leadership.
But that's what I'm saying, my sister. Because the whole company, our chapter, the whole issue in our chapter today is the money issue. So I expected the president or the financial secretary, whatever, to be here to defend the chapter. Because all the things you guys are seeing are allegations. So who is here to say, no, it's not truth? So who am I to say la lie or la truth? So please. So I beg.
That's true. Because if you and I fight, then they call us to judge. If you not come, then I win the case.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So please, my people, all your Lord share, that will come together as one people.
Yes.
All that, yeah. One way or another, we are interrelated.
Oh yeah, intermarried,
Seriously. We are interrelated. So, division no pays.
No.
As I said, it will always weaken us. We will not give us the strength. So that's what we can do. I appeal to our Putuans, our Sabo people, whatsoever. No fun ground. The last time I called the membership here, and I decided to call a meeting to talk to them to see how best we can resolve the issue.
You're tired, you know.
So what you can do, that continue to force ahead to resolve this thing for us to be one. Thank you.
Thank
Actually, the president has said everything. But one thing that I was thinking about it, about this morning that was disappeared. It reappeared in another account. The serious part of the money today is the year has ended. The chapter will have to file the taxes. IRS have recorded that money on the chapter. How are they going to defend themselves?
No.
Awesome.
My brother, that's it, okay?
Oh, you want? Okay.
Let me call you my brother-in-law, like another brother-in-law.
Newly David.
Powerful.
Ladies and gentlemen.
God stands out your man.
Excuse me, the organization too much.
But you call that is small.
Yeah.
So open your eye now.
Association, I only part of the association that are beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for coming to Iowa.
Excuse me, sir. You want to go?
I think, I think that's my first meeting. No, not the first meeting. I went for a Grand Association meeting in Philadelphia and Des Moines. Actually, and the end we are in Major and do any. It's same money, baby. Today, again, our money, baby. When we talk for now, the judgment day, crime can always back crime. You got my brother, my sister. So that's how we do. But you promise me, say you can accept president. We want to see that president. My brother say, Clarke can eat a baby. That can't eat a baby from Sapo.
You got my back. You got my back.
You see why people can go to Labrador to go run for representative and they say, no, you're from America?
Yeah.
That's some of the thing.
Uh-huh.
Say dual citizenship today. And not because of you not are born in Labrador. That's why they tell me say you're not citizen. That all the things they put to follow. Our Labrador policy is cheap. That grumpy pity politics in Labrador. But it can hold you. It can hold you until you step down.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Because Labrador make a look at reality, the thing that happen in real, they say it's not nothing.
It's black.
It's not real. That's how we're doing here, America. Eat money, what you can out of
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just want something will come out. Oh yes.
Why do we eat people money? That somebody swear for it. I ask question where I ask people, I say, why when you got board chairman? When president doing it, I think you say president doing anything, why the board chairman can't straight? You know why American committee on non-profit organization they put can't do anything until you can report before they strike behind it. But when you don't get report, they say that. And I will look in because nobody can get proof. You gotta get proof. But we can get the proof, then we keep it. We don't want to because the man myself and I don't want to put the man in trouble. Why you can't post my look at you 90,000, 40,000. That group sit down and decide putting together, say let's go help people back home. Not walking, I want to know I walk to King my back, because I'm digging hole. Let me tell you something. I know Labrador more than people that say they born there. I know Labrador. I can't lie to you. At home, I do everything. There are some areas you go, some very good children when they see you, you wear shoe, they can be looking at the shoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we in America, when we have company, we get 70,000 just one day. Then we can't do nothing for it.
Nothing with it. Somebody can't take it.
When Joe upon we are when he failed the election that came in 2023, we will not quota will not regret there.
No.
Believe me or not, quota will not regret there. Everybody against there. The sub is they put against us.
Yes.
So when they pray to God, people that say that you're not doing nothing, pray to God and you know.
They do come from there, or come from there, no quota. Who will let you know?
I'm happy for your coming. Let me be very frank. When Isaiah called me and said, oh, my Sabo people come here, I said, well, why Sabo people they could eat money? You don't do nothing with it. They could have said yesterday, we all said that, my brother Anthony, they could eat that from Anthony, I knew you, Anthony, I knew Dave Curry. You made they could be a president, they could eat for the national tax and that. I would stay there in America working hard. I think that kind of money.
That's smart.
Dad, I want to say smart. Dad, a smart man. Yeah. So my people, we can't be sitting down here. You're being leadership for a long time. Doing it like same thing people doing like bro. I say president, I know different thing. That is still leading people, nothing else, but you can compromise too much. You compromise too much. I can't answer immediately now. My sister here and my sister-in-law, I hear upon a knee. For I know how they got grand association to a vice president of the world. Timon calling. They say they eat part of money and give they all keep going. They keep going. old man keep going. They make us sleep. So we welcome you. I will work with you. And then where anytime you call me, I will be. I got my trouble.
Before you this hour, my name is Comfort Selling. I thanks to everyone tonight that takes their personal time to travel in the state tonight. But when I entered, the overhead president was speaking. I enjoy it. As soon as I hear her speaking tonight, I want to tell myself, I want to be a member and tell myself to be a But President, I challenge you when they've given you, they've put the bill. When they're willing to pay that money, I will give you $500 cash. Because that money that people work for. And you cannot, that's why you guys talking about like breaking things there in Iowa. Convention here. But you see, when things that they happen, your heart will take care of it. A lot of people will be here and the other one eat money, the and everything died and the other one died. But please, I'm appealing to you guys. This money here, they should not die. They should not die. I'm appealing to y'all. They should not die. Because the man is going around and nothing will not come from out of it. Tomorrow I will be on the TV and y'all will say, Confess it. Nothing will not come from out of it. So I'm appealing to y'all. And whoever supporting him, in my own belief, they happy to eat it. Yes. Yes. Because if I'm supporting a rogue, that means I'm also a rogue. Yes.
That's good. That's good.
That means I'm also a rogue.
Yes.
When I'm supporting prostitution, that means I'm also on prostitution. Yeah. So please help. Let him pay this money. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for coming. What's up, Mama? Yeah.
Girl boss.
They're rubbing her back. So she can
Okay, that's the Natasha, the treasure husband. The lady who we just went over. Wow, that's daddy.
You're welcome home.
The baby will be
Well, welcome everybody.
Thank you.
I was at work.
The chair
I tried to manage to come, but at the time was not even my favorite. So, but I really appreciate all of you for going to my house and spending time with my wife. And the $510 that you sent, I received it through the cash app. I'm excited to see all of you. We are all the same Liberians, same farm people. Even myself, we watched soccer game just 2 weeks ago. Even the women are past now. We're just right there. It's just unfortunate that we found too many divisions in our community. It started from the top, from Grand General all the way now.
Boswell, he was speaking the microphone.
And
Yeah, okay.
And what I'm saying is that it started from the top, which is Grand Gila Association, and now it's going down to all these little streams or rivers. We are all the same crown people, Sapo, Grand Gila, we are the same. So I will urge all of you, every one of us, for us to put everything together, make sure that we think about our country, because actually Liberia, I've been going there for the past time, like, in 1 year I went there twice, trying to analyze some projects, trying to run my non-profit. There's actually a need to help back there. If you don't know, you don't know. If you can just take $10 to buy McDonald's, $10 that somebody, school fees over there.
Yes.
So I was at a convention for the United States Association in Minnesota, and I was there. I heard about the division. I don't really believe in division, but it does exist because of power struggle. All of these things happen. We can't avoid it. Politics, they will always come. By the end of the day, we have to reason. We have to find common ground to make sure that we do the right thing. So I welcome all of you. At the Grand Gila level or organization level, I'm the national secretary for National System, and I'm happy to welcome all of you. Professionally, I'm a consultant for non-profit. So what are you divided? You're not divided. I'm with everybody. So if your organization needs, for non-profit, not a flower profit. If your organization needs some consultancy work that will help push for adult, putting your organization on the right path for non-profit and doing projects, you can contact me. If the other group from Minnesota need anything, everybody can contact me. Even the group that divided from Des Moines, you can't be, I'll still work for you. Thank you.
All right.
So,
all right, we just want to make something clear here. In as much as we are going after people that did the wrong things, we want to protect people of character, people reputation. It's easy to destroy, but it's very, very difficult to build. And I was one of the presidents that actually ran for a rank campaign for Madam Idipoa. And we had all the documents under the prior administration. So a gentleman spoke and said they allegedly, that's an allegation. So we want to disabuse the public of that information. It is fallacious, it's mendacious, and I don't want anybody to take that. We got all the evidence, and that's what we call Voice of Silence, the evidential platform. So we'll bring the evidence to you, we'll say, oh yeah, it's the evidence. We'll show it to you. So we want to protect the brother reputation, and equally so we want to protect Madam Idipoa and everyone else in this room. Until you prove yourself the contrary, then of course we'll kind of display the evidence to the people. But thank you.
Thank you. Everybody, anybody from Iowa chapter?
The president.
Oh, the former, that's the chairman of the board now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can come over, sir.
I like that they're doing it.
Former president and the chairman of the board.
Big land.
All right, thank you. Madam President, I want to apologize that I came late. Since yesterday I went to work. The error that I made today was that when I left work, I should have gone home to sleep and then come back. But then when Edith called me, I can't resist, come here to see you people first, but I was not here last night. So then I got through taking back, got dressed aside. I said, well, let me get, relax a little bit. Yeah. I was gone. When I look at the time, I said, what? So I want to say I'm very sorry. Because I took the day off just for tonight. Right. It didn't happen. So again, what I was saying today is
In our dialogue, they say the way you raise your child, meaning that the way you see your child did something wrong, you vex, you want to slap the child. Maybe from that slap, something will happen. You slap the child badly, the child gets sick, and the whole thing, and you are at fault. That's how it is in family conflict. Nothing wrong to have conflict. It's nothing wrong. You can have conflict. But the most important thing is your ability to resolve that conflict as a family. We are related. We are family, no matter what you do. And also, if you see in this country today, that you see some city like in Des Moines, for those who know Windsor High, what the Walmart is, it's a city. But you can't even determine the demarcation between Urbandale, Clarke, and Windsor High. But yet, it's in the city. The point I'm trying to make here is that we are family. When issues come about, let all of us hold back a little bit. That 1 second rule can save it. I don't know the history of what caused the division, but my point here is, my appeal is that let all of us, the American people, say, let's hold our horses. The most important thing here is the people by God. The southeastern region, we have produced what? 3 presidents now. The third one is in the chair now, the first one was there 27 years. And when we talk about the Liberian Revolution today, anything that had to do with moving things in Liberia, people from what? In the history, Oscar Pierre, George Bulley, and D. Kankala. Those are names. But if we look back now, we go to Southeastern, what do we see? Nothing. Nobody get a man in that country in Liberia than the people from the Southeastern. But yet, we got nothing to show for it. And then that's the same thing we do in this United States. What's the essence? So I'm begging you people, if there's any way, and the sad thing too is that the Graduate Association, at least that's going to be able to settle some of these conflicts, set up a peace commission to make sure whatever conflict that we have in those various organizations is not in existence. So what can we do so that all can come back on the table to make sure that things are okay? Dave Cooley is my friend, Mike is my friend, rest of the people, everybody, I get friends this way, I get friends this way. Division doesn't pay. So while it is true you people have already registered yourself and you are moving forward, as a Brazilian, I will look around, we still have some good people around our sector in Grandia, so that we find a means to set up a peace commission to hear both sides of the story so that we can have a common ground. Because in democracy as well as in economic, the more we are, the better it is. Because all of us here, we are working here from our pocketbook. If you want to take $150,000 project today, how much money are you going to put in it? Everybody working here. So what happened today? Most especially with the COVID time, everybody losing their job. And the strength of the membership or where we raise money from each organization is from the due that we pay the convention that we talk to. So that the travel that he took, this time around to even rent, to have a rental car. The amount that you could spend to even come here. So then what time do we take to even have money to take a project? So these are challenges that we are facing. Then on top of it, we add conflict into it, we can't speak to one another. So my appeal to you is that I will get the president information and both leadership and then look around and see what best we can do so that we can form a peace commission to make sure and see what is happening so that we can fix it. I beg you indulgence, let's put our pride away so that wheresoever we can find a common ground, let's get there. Because our county, our region is dear to us. The southeastern region. It's a sad part of Liberia. So I want to say thank you for everything that you are doing. Anything that has to do with peace, let's work towards it. So for the people of Iowa, the Sapo people, the Putu people, you are a Liberian. The reason why we have, let's say, community organizations like the Liberian Association in every state is that we are here to speak for every one of you. But if you cannot support your own household, we expect the Liberian community here, what we are doing here now is dependent on your support. So I'm appealing to every Sapo person, every Putu person that are in this room. The last time we had election, all of you participated in the election. You can't elect a government in office and then leave them dry. What we are doing here, we have offices here now so that we can help ourselves. Like whatever the Sapo organization is doing in Liberia, we the Liberian community here with your help and all of that is okay. If you are undertaking $100,000 project, we the people of Iowa, we are donating either 20,000 or 30,000. That development is there because it has to do with Liberia. So we want to transform the sense that, oh yeah, you know, in Liberian community, no, Liberian community can help your Sapo organization. If we get enough money here, we can help. So our strength in Iowa, the idea of the Liberian Association is that we are here to develop Liberia. So be part of your community. Because if you cannot be part of your community, if your family not come to you, how do we come and say something to them? This is why we are here. So again, I want to say thank you. Everything that you have done here is a good effort, and we are supporting it. So I don't have any today. Somebody brought an inaugural ticket to me. I don't know when is the inauguration. March 5th. I might not be there, but I want to have a ticket, and I will buy the ticket. All right. So then I'll get it for you. So this is why I just want to say. I know the time is fast spent, but I just want to beg you, please, the way you raise your hand, don't slap the child like that. So that's all I want to say. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and we all are here for tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this national leaders want to tell just one question. Yeah. I just want to know what is at the national level, Usaa, what is your policy when it comes to mitigation of corruption, or if better yet, the eradication of corruption?
Well, the issue here is we can't, as Red Bull one time, we can't chase the ambulance. The precedent had not been set before, but it administratively and with the law in very, let's say, very state organization, if you have issue, bring it to us. That's why we solve issues here. We have been resolving issues in the community. Sometimes somebody will take somebody's commodity, go in the store, credit. So, Liberia, how we sell things here. You sell the person who me, $200, $500, they don't want to pay me, and then we intervene. So if the people of Iowa and the very, let's say, the chapter here, if they find a need that somebody embezzle their money, they can come to the Liberian Association. We can intervene. If we can't, we have the right, we can take it to the federal level. And there's an example we want to set. And people don't know this channel. And it is our responsibility to educate them. If you want to invite the Liberian Association into your matter, we'll come, but we will not go around to ask for cases. You got to tell them. If you don't tell us, we can't get involved. And most especially this time around in this country, what we don't understand here is that the federal government is very strong on not-for-profit organization. If you are a leader of the not-for-profit organization, if you embezzle, they have the cases. The reason here is that our people, we don't take issues. Because if I take the person to court, we are seeing family people, why you're there, they leave it. That you let leave it in our community today, that's what makes it worse. See? So if the people, and some people find it necessary, they live, or whosoever that invest in whatever acquisition that is live in the state. So we have authority in the state. So if the people come, example, national leadership comes, okay, we want to, even if the national leadership can investigate it. You don't have to be from Iowa. But if you bring your kid and say this is what it is, we will get into it.
So but cases that you have solved before, though, you're assuming you didn't go to court. At the level of Usaa, what formula did you use to resolve the?
No, the reference I was making was a reference to how we can resolve issues in our state.
Okay, okay.
Your organization, the national organization, you have the responsibility to investigate your own chapter. But if the chapter here in the state of Iowa found a need that is local, let's say Usaa leadership can intervene, we can do that.
Excellent.
And most especially the crime, let's say, I can say the alleged situation happening here in the state of Iowa. So we can follow up with the state because whatever law in Iowa, it is not in Pennsylvania, it is not in California. So it is here in Iowa. So if you want us to investigate, do it formally, we'll make sure that we follow it.
Okay.
Thank you.
The president has come.
The president for Usaa?
No, for Labrador Connecticut.
Okay, Preso,
Yeah.
you got anything else to say so we can end this?
Yeah, let me just say briefly, I know Saturdays in Iowa are kind of busy here.
Oh, you drop your fun.
I'll pay the fine. I want to thank you all for being here again. We are here. On camera. Yeah, so there's a Butita, the chairman of the board of the Library Association of Iowa, and he has spoken. I hope what you guys came to talk about and resolve. I hope you guys got some conclusion. Again, one of the things that breaks library organizations down is we get in our feelings, and somebody want to break away, and people don't want to be ethical. Every library organization I've known in America broke down because some money business, somebody didn't want to leave power, and
Absolutely.
I mean, you can go down the line.
Excuse me.
Unico and GEA. Unico used to raise $30,000 in the war. Regular Zero go one convention and raise $80,000 now. Can't do it no more. Because we don't want to be ethical. We take money from our organization. People spend a high money, they give it to you, and people think it's their own personal money, they can do whatever, and then they don't even want to listen. Or if somebody want to correct them, they say, "Are the president, are the vice president?" We have to change that in our community. For me, my community, while being president, I said we got to change the whole system how we operate. We got to be checking balances. I told it straight up. I know when my name will be on the account. The board was like, "Yeah, president put it in your bank account." I'm like, "My name is not going to the bank account. I got a treasurer, I got a financial secretary. I can see the bank report. I can see the online document. But my name should not be on the account. Checking balances. But one make it, that go to the bank, withdraw $10,000 and boom. What can you do? Right. So our organizations, like our organization, we have to put this kind of check and balances in system. Yeah, you're the president, but you're not gonna be my every account. Don't force us to sign all the checks. Let somebody else do the job. You president, you oversee the people. And that's one of the things that's happening in our community. And that's why we're having problems. Every library organization, everywhere we go, is the same problem. As soon as the library anywhere I go, it's the library organization get a problem. I say, I already know the problem. You ain't gotta tell me. I already know the problem. So, we have to make these kind of changes in our community. Because we here, if we can't do it, there's no way we can carry to the world. Sometimes you laugh at some people here. I'm like, dude, you been in power, you're corrupt, then you criticizing government. Come on now. Thank you. If we can practice the same thing, we're in the finest country in the world with laws and order. And we can practice law and order here. We ain't going to a place where you get plenty law and order. You will not do it there.
Nope.
And I always say this, I'm like, that's how we got to change our organization. We got to be deliberate. We got to do checks and balances. I did a whole accounting system. I came to the Librarian Community Association. When you collect money from people, you go get it in cash. No accountability. I'm like, now, we don't get nobody cash again. We get your money put in the bank account where you get check. Because when we do a financial report with check, with tracking. We got a whole accounting system that we set up. Everything that goes through our accounting system. You can look at the accounting system and look at the bank account, it should be the same.
Yeah.
You minimize these things. You write your board. My board chairman is here. Before we do anything, I write a board, formal letter. I have a meeting with the full board, have a conversation with them, and agree what we need to do and go and do it. Because if we don't minimize it, people will continue to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Why would one man go to an organizational bank account and just go withdraw money because he's the president? Even if you have a grievance, there's a way for us to settle our grievances.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, everybody, as soon as you get investment, you say, I bring out one more organization, I want for you. I got my own crew. Let that go. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, move on. I want organization. We form new organization. We move one letter from another organization. We put different letter there. Same thing, we're doing the same thing. We practically the same people. We'll go to a party, we'll meet each other and shake hands and dance. And then we say, we got 2 different organizations. It's not practical, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you got reason, organization, just settle it. Everywhere people can fall out. Everywhere there are arguments, but all different people from different upbringing, different homes, different way of thinking. Just go and settle it. I said earlier today, I said, when we start a conflict resolution, when you guys discuss the things you have in common, sometimes you even forget the things that tears you apart. Because I might say something to him, I might say something to him, he will interpret it differently, he will interpret it differently. But if we start having a conversation about what we said, he might not even ask me, because he will begin to understand, oh, maybe the man even mean it that way. So my people, we're all Liberians. We gotta resolve our issues. The problems that are plaguing Liberians is everywhere and across the board. It's not unique to any organization. Every Liberian Community Association, Usaa, any organization you know what Liberians, the same problem is there. We face the same things every day. I want to say in Liberia, whatever we forward, but we're not even different from each other. A free war, we all can do the same thing. Don't different tribe. You can go to every tribal organization, they get the same problem. Yeah. Every tribal organization has the same issue. Whole law organization, one country, grand pastor. Anyone you need, they get the same problem. They're fighting the same issues every day. And then we're like, oh, I can never like do like run for sure, it's gonna be like this. But we gotta deliberately tell ourselves that we have to change the way we operate. Because our country, Liberia, depends on it. I always say this. In my generation, I tell my generation this. We have an obligation to change the things that will never change in Liberia. And if we can't do it, our children will look at us and say, man, you ain't do well. So, Kuba, thank you all for being here.
So, Mr. President, I wanted to ask just one question.
Please go ahead.
So, like you were saying, you put a system in place.
Right.
Do you have a system in place to hold people accountable? Because one of the problems, if someone does something, you want to go after the person and be like, no, if you're trying to get this person, because this country hold people accountable, that's why the system is not easily cracked.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with someone going after and someone who commits a crime and try to go by the law, for the law to take effect?
No. One of the biggest things that happen in our communities, I'm sorry, like people, they bag on thing, it's a bad war.
Yes.
Let it be. Let it be so. Those words are bad words. Because those words are the words that enable people to perpetrate what they're doing. As soon as the men do some kind of beating here, the man go, yeah, forget about it. Like your own brother. No. Look, if our organization has money and my treasurer went and took the money, I'm going to call the one police department and she will be reported and she will be charged with a crime.
Yeah. And she will stop.
And she will stop. And next person will come there will not even want to try.
No way.
If you now connive with the treasurer,
if I connive with the treasurer, then the chairman of the board should be calling to me.
Yes, thank you.
It will go. We have to be deliberately doing these things in Liberian community. That's the way we end. We're in the greatest country on earth. Therefore, you're not going to have you. There's a country, you go to a job. All the people that can take money from Liberian Association, they never took far out from the job before. Why do you think so? He knows if he goes to a job and take far out from there, he's going to go to jail. But he knows when you come into your organization and take the money from there, y'all go to family meeting and then y'all will say, let bag on be bag on. So there's no consequence to his actions.
Exactly. That's
so what stops people from doing it? Every leader who took money from a Liberian association or Liberian organization in America have never did that thing to his job.
No.
He knows the consequence at his job. But he knows in a Liberian association there are no consequences to his actions. And because there are no consequences to his actions,
So then people keep filing and doing the same.
Yeah, but John Frankie and stole, and when you do nothing, when you leadership in, what's that other president for taking money to? What I will do? And I will move for that when you leadership in. What's that other 10 men for taking money to? There is no stopping. There's not an endpoint. So my thing is, we gotta stop. Look,
Chairman Tyre.
we gotta stop. Let somebody go to jail for even 1 week.
Yeah.
Even if I don't do nothing, like just spend 1 week.
1 week not jail.
Trust me, if you come outside. My first job in America, I was to be a correctional officer. I left the job because I didn't even like being in the place. I was like, dude, I can't be here 8 hours or 10 hours a day. I left after like 3 years. But the fact is, if you go to jail for a month, and the community guy says, okay, even though you're not spending money in jail, Brad promissory know that you will pay all the money back. Yeah. If you don't pay the money back, we have the right to go back when you're in jail. So you will pay off. And you will not, and nobody else will come down here and pay you. Because there will be a story that said, this organization, when their former president was there, he stole money, he spent 1 month in jail. And one thing I remember scared of that jail.
Yes, please. Mr. President, I'm a little discombobulated though. Yes. I listened to you. You said we should get rid of the cliche that says bygone should be bygone, right? On the other hand, you said gotta find a way to solve our problem. Right. So, I mean, when you say we should find a way to solve our problem, and at the same time you're saying we should forgo bygone. I mean, it's a little disconnect over that.
Right.
You elaborate.
Yeah, because bygone be bygone is not solving the problem. Bygone be bygone is kicking the problem down the road. Bygone be bygone is kicking the problem down the road and forgetting about it now and think that maybe you will when it's down there, it will not happen again. That's what bygone be bygone is. Solving problem is finding solutions to make sure that that thing never happens again. Solving problems means that if me and you had a conflict, let's find out the root cause of that conflict. And then look into it and see how we can resolve it. And when we resolve it, trust me, everybody will be happy. They'll not be bygone, be bygone. The problem is like, we think we're not supposed to tell other people that, man, what you did here was wrong. You have to be able to tell people that. Even if you gotta tell them, man, what